fights, and most importantly,
I know the match is started. I know.
When he tries to go for those double dash plays into sight. So compared to the Killjoy. Oh,
I feel like I've seen this on social media before.
But
I feel like I know that smoke. And into the corner, right, trying to be cheeky. But then again, SLT they're gonna go straight into A instead. Savage.
VLT था ना? अच्छी इसकी बात बोल. एक सेकंड. मेरी दोस्त का कॉल आ रहा. इवनिंग मैं उठा लेना कॉल ऑफिस में हूँ. अरे नेक्स्ट टाइम मेरे को लगा आप भी हैं यार. मैं इसके बाद होगा ना तो ये जल्दी खत्म हो, जल्दी सीएलटी जीते हुए एसएलटी जो सोई डालती थी. हाय हर्ष, हाय अविनाश. ब्रो स्टार्टेड द स्ट्रीम अर्ली. फक मैं चली जाऊँ वापस. तुम लोग प्रिटेंड करना कि मैं आई ही नहीं थी. मेरे को ध्यान ही नहीं था यार. हाय वसंत, तुम प्रिटेंड कर लो. हाय मैट गेमर, व्हाट्स अप हैप्पी दिवाली. बढ़िया. मैं यही तो तुम लोग प्रिटेंड कर लेते कि मैं आई नहीं. चले जाओ आराम से वीएलटी में आओ, खाओ पियो यार. पक्का बियर हो जाएगा थोड़ा. बैठ ही जाती हो, लगा ही दिया. हाय दादा, मैं बढ़िया. कैसे हो तुम? हेलो. वीएलटी वाला मैच कितने बजे होगा? अच्छा ये देख तो लेते हैं अभी.
So much damage already.
इग्नोर ही कर दिया.
Zexy, of course, not done, but that shot doesn't actually find the target. PTC doing some damage instead here. Double dip. Zexy wants to make it happen. PTC, same angle, different result. Spike planted, gets the kill. Here we have it now, Stowe trying to regroup by mid.
Yeah, pick up all the weapons that they can and try to fight with the ones that they were able to obtain. Still, not a lot of utility left for Niles here.
Jump dart, that's damage! Suna again.
यार
He's
15
just
के हो
been
पाएंगे.
exquisite
230
with
है
his utility
VLT का.
throughout the series. Savvy finds LP in response now. Is given a chance to play onto the side. Suna now low HP. Klaus recovering fire. And Suna! The executioner there! The ghost in hand turns 3 into spirits. And SLT get their second round.
Yeah, you're gonna get to the afterlife a lot sooner because of this man.
Oh, don't do me like this. Not today, Azrai.
I just went for the one. Am I not allowed?
You tried with the sunset spelling a while ago.
No,
and you forgot the L.
Anyways, moving on. Strong rounds for SLT. And again, we're just seeing how much control they really have on this attacking side. And again, it's allowing them to rotate with the rest of the squad, knowing that Naus loves to play with a lot more numbers behind them.
Yeah. Ooh, but you can feel it splitting from Naus immediately. San, 47 HP just after the initial peak. Nakia though, great counter angle versus Zexy. Kept an eye towards the top of B there. And with it on the retake, Naus have been playing towards links just to send out utility early on here.
This is going to be hard. They have to push out somewhere else other than just the site, because there is just a bajillion post plants available here from SLT.
I mean, PTC's trying to do it there from Garage. The class already defined. There's already SLT all over the board here. And LP with the Bucky. Just a security guard up close and personal. SLT just with a ball and chain there with the spike on B. And a bonus win. Things are just shining here for SLT right now.
Man, that is overwhelming. Again, I get it, you know, they're kind of forced to play in the front of that B site, but not being able to get any trades whatsoever, any map control is so damn difficult. Sure, PTC can have a chance, but he didn't. He was only the one player swinging out from garage.
Yeah, load. मेरे स्टोर में क्या है? Wow, Mystic Bloom Judge, Recon Boost, Iron Karambit, only Claw. Ascension. यही खेला था लास्ट.
Match found. Death match. Warm up.
Your enemy in the eye. It helps with accuracy.
मेरा गाना देखो कितना बड़ा हुआ है. रेड दिख रहा है.
Embarrass them.
तो अटक रहा है मेरे हाथ. Oh, एक सेकंड. Razer Synapse चलाना. इनका स्कोर पता क्या होगा?
Is what we're very much afraid of for now is if they had situations where they would have to retake this B site. They can't start defusing that spike on default. It is near impossible for them to even get it half, especially when there's still so much of the SLT roster.
800 ही है, कोई बहाना नहीं है मेरे पास.
Cypher buried.
Ten kills remaining.
Not being.
Five kills remaining.
Dead.
Thick.
One kill remaining.
Don't resist. Results.
अरे माँ का उधर देख लेना चाहिए था, आवाज आ गई थी. Six zero.
Match found. Death match. Warm up.
Control the space. Control their choices.
Fight.
Right then, let's go kill them.
Hi dude, what do you like the new update? I just hate getting spammed by 440. यार, is it after the update? AD हट गया है ना, so there's that you can't strafe and वो. So ठीक है, मेरे से Phantom ज़्यादा चल रही है post update. Vandal I use very less. Cannot eat.
Go away.
Yeah. So पता नहीं यार, फैंटम ही ज़्यादा चलाती हूँ मैं, वैंडल नहीं चलाती. पता नहीं, वैंडल में समझ में नहीं आता कि तुम हग रहे हो कि अपडेट हग रहा है, और मतलब ऐसे चलाती हूँ. वो भी एडी कर रहा है, इसलिए उसके शॉट्स नहीं कर. बचा लिया प्रेम, थैंक्स. हाय अल्ट्राविक्स, उसमें नहीं VLT है उसमें.
Dominating.
Shame. 3 down.
VLT boom.
Irrelevant.
Feel the velocity. क्या लगता है बूम कैसी टीम है? बूम eSports BME. थामा देखा बूम इज गुड टीम, बहुत नाम सुना है. थामा मूवी देखा ना, मैं मूवीज नहीं देखती इतनी जल्दी. Once they're on Netflix, then I feel like watching it.
Obsolete. Redundant.
Chatbot, nightbot.
Deficient. Dial.
Oh. City. City. अगर वेल्टी हार गई तो आउट. भाई ये मेरे को नहीं पता यार. I don't know how that is. Brackets मत पूछो मेरे से. I don't follow that much. I don't know ये.
Just
कैसे
die.
चलता है.
5 kills remaining.
माँ कसम क्यों आया है ये पीछे.
Down.
One kill remaining.
VLT जीत गई तो सबको आड़ी मिलेगी. अन्ना देगा. अन्ना मेरे को भी मिलेगी ना फिर तो. मेरे को तो ड्राइवर भी मिलेगा साथ में. अरे नहीं यार. जी जी. Clip. Don't clip my loss. मेरे अकाउंट में पैसे कैसे आ रहे हैं? अच्छा वाओ हाय मस्कू मस्कू वो चल रहा है ना वॉच पार्टी करने का प्लान था मेरा और मैं थोड़ी एक्साइटमेंट में मैंने बहुत जल्दी कर दी एक्चुअली if I'm being honest I didn't know VLT का मैच 2:30 था
Piling on the squad right now.
but
he's gonna be in
like,
trouble
this
there
is
to try to pick up the
almost
outlaw
coming to
down
an
to
end,
30 he
hopefully
goes
there's
but he'll
very
be
few
able
more
to
comeback.
at least back away and still like you mentioned have the numbers for Naos all things considered.
Remember, the rounds where Naos wins are the ones we get the first pick into the fight. The numbers also stacking onto A here. Suna.
I think he heard Savvy.
Watch out for
Pacific की caster
He might know Savvy's nearby, but does he know that Savvy has crossed into spawn right? This could come to a head between the two Sova. Savvy, dangerous here. If he crosses on through, Suna has the angle. Cinder also keeping tabs of it, so they're so aware Naos has presence. This is huge. Savvy! A much needed shot. Naos with another moment right now. Some guns to scrounge into the upcoming post.
Still, you can see. All right, everybody from the four players that are on that A site, they're gonna start rotating to C. Savvy though is, I think, in a bit of predicament if he loses to Zuna here, which he does not, and that will be a again another needed win for Naos, especially on this
इनको
thrifting.
तो
Yeah, utterly
VLT नहीं हरा दिया
synchronized. Naos can
भाई
also take their time to find some rifles across the map here, alongside Mojer. You can get it halfway. Anyone else needs the defuse? Not really. So he'll just take it once the other players are in position. But yeah, we've been saying Naos needs some miracles to work their way. Thrifty kills, incredible shots. That's the Naos that we know can play in the series.
That just means that again, they're not losing any hope here.
VLT
Still
watch party
continuing
करनी है मेरे
a
को
grind
ये
and try
कॉम्पी
to
के लिए
find
बुकिंग
their
कर
groove.
सकता हूँ
कौन
So if
सी
they can make it
कल
happen,
जिसने
you can
VLT
see
को हराया था ना
Naos players on
क्या
the cams
अभी मैच है क्या
looking
2:30 है
slightly coming
एक
back
खेल
to
सकते हैं
life one
time
more
over.
round before ending this
150.
half. At least both teams will have
so you wanna
firepower
go for
to
one
finish.
comp
okay then we'll play one comp
They're ready to try and fly
I
here,
can play
man.
you
one
wanna
comp.
play with me
With Naos
Yeah.
pushing into
Hi, Alpha.
Elo.
don't mind right
They want to play the aggressors
Go.
again versus
Hi.
SLT. Orb control for the time
you
being.
wanna join
Not really
Discord
making
or
any
you
of
wanna
the
talk
sound
here
cues, but SLT,
Discord
they're giving up the angle. They're going straight into A where PTC awaits.
are you
PDC play
humbled by my
play
English
a much safer angle at the back, man. If LP just straight up TPs, he's still looking at his camera though. If I'm not
Really
mistaken, he
English
could get
bro.
caught here.
I mean, the pullout time from the gun, right? A little
मेरे
faster
पे
when you
mail
do
क्यों
that
आ रहा है?
small tech, and here we have it.
Your
Finds the good
channel
one.
membership
and exactly
is
as you call
expiring
there, as
soon.
right, PTC caught off guard.
mail
Thanks to the
Peach
flash,
Gaming.
SLT just closes the
found.
gap and into an
Expires
immediate
on
potential
25th
post plan.
of
But never
October
mind, Hunter's Fury comes on
at
through. Counter Hunter's Fury as well.
13:43
Both
PM.
Sovas trying to let it rip, but Nakia, Mojer in position, and now
बोल रहे कि you'll no
interrupting.
longer have
A
access
much
to special
needed
perks.
moment.
oh my god
SLT
अब
now. They're the ones beaten on back with these two
Would
players.
you
That was
grant
close for
me
LP. He's
special
a sliver
perks?
away from his own demise.
30
The
seconds
shot
From your
darts
behalf?
could have actually got him there.
Why not
Traces back to sender. Thought the counter
Oh,
Hunter's Fury from
my
SLT
life
here.
my
20
rules
seconds left onto the clock. Not a lot of time. They got to push
it's your
through.
life but it's
Yeah, I mean,
my
it's
rules
Spike, though.
right
It's in the loving arms of Naos right
No.
now. It's in enemy
No.
territory, and soon as the one will need
Yes,
to
it is.
infiltrate. But the spy has been found. LP right now trying to gun them down. But Naos, you gotta
93
believe your
goes.
sister squad.
होगा
You
क्या?
gotta believe in the
9-3 girls किसका
ये जो भी खेल रहे हैं उनका
no never never in lifetime Mm,
I've got all the time in the world.
मेरी बची थी क्या लॉक करने से बता रही थी कर देती यार
I don't like bothering you, you know. Like to
Hi,
give you your
Lakshay.
space and your peace of mind.
Oh my god, thank you.
Don't mention. It's all good.
यार एक दिक्कत है बस थोड़ी सी ये ना मेरे स्ट्रीम
What?
में है 0 डिले और मेरे ना कैम भी उधर रखा है जहाँ पे मैप
Do you
है
mind losing? You know, those are excuses. Stream snipe. Oh, he's stream sniping me. Oh, pussy पता है उनको मेरा. Ah. All those silly excuses doesn't work over here. You know. You are better.
Brother.
You are better than them.
We got
You don't give excuses.
and he then
Come here.
Wow.
Oh,
come here come
done here. Careful.
you must stand here
I must kill everyone.
आ जाओ फिर फील करने के लिए आओ
Back.
Would you like to join me?
The flash site. Fall.
Dropping
3,
smokes.
2,
Flash.
flash site.
My fucking god, bro. This cipher is so.
Still main. In smoke.
Oh? कैसे? Left पे गया वो?
On main.
One more. Left पे ही होगा. हम main पे गया होगा. Elbow कह रहा? घूम के आ सकता है. He can wrap.
Hey, flank भी आ सकता है. Don't have a trouble.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
60 tags cipher.
huge one
You're better, bro. We got this.
उसके तक गंदा स्मोक किया है मैंने आ गया ऐसा अच्छा
Nice.
Nice one, cipher.
अरे
नेपाली है
पगला रहा है.
कौन?
Flash हुआ था कोई site पे?
कोई नेपाली नहीं है अपनी टीम में.
ये है ना झट्ट
और भाई दिवाली में क्या
नेपाली है?
किया लॉन्डो बम बम फोड़ा कि नहीं भाई
Petrol.
अरे
जे-
कल
अरे भाई पेट्रोल भाई क्रेजी
चांद्रो माया.
तू ही main है भाई.
चांद्रो मुंह.
कल रॉकेट
चांद्रो
चला गया
मुंह.
बंदे के ऊपर फेंक दिया रे कान फट गया.
अब
Reject
ऐसे
तो
ऐसे
चांद्रो
लोगों के
मुंह है.
मानने चाहिए जो बोलते पटाखे मत फोड़ो उन्हीं पे फोड़ो भाई.
हाँ उसी पे फोड़ा भाई.
Sky shot मार दिया हमने तो.
एक क्लियर है हां केयरफुल बी स्टैक और दे हैव पुश्ड
हाँ,
आउट
तो
मिड
ठीक है,
मल्टीपल
चलो।
मिड पुश होगा कहीं होगा ना.
बैक साइड रिवील कर रहा हूँ. क्लोज प्ले कर लेना.
इधर बैठा है
भाई
लेफ्ट में बैठा है
stack, it's a stack, it's a fucking
नियॉन
stack,
इधर है
bro.
नियॉन इधर है हाँ रुको मैं स्मोक दे रही हूँ हाइमेड
Guys, it's a stack, B stack.
नहीं है.
तो मार्केट क्लोज है फिर भागने का
मार्केट में और 2 लोग थे. 2 लोग थे मार्केट पे और.
Nice.
One more market.
One enemy remaining.
Yep. Cipher, no. Yeah.
Well played.
कुछ गन तो दे बिना क्लोज. क्या दे? गन इधर.
आ
क्या हुआ? What happened?
ए मेरा बुलडॉग किधर गया भाई? ए चोर.
What happened? Someone bothering you? Huh?
हाय सिंपल कोड हाउ आर
खा दे शुद्ध को.
Elbow चलता है ना, elbow चलता है.
चार लोग एल्बो जा.
चारों एल्बो जाओ मैं लेट
मैं
में
main से flash कर दूंगा. अच्छा ठीक है.
इस तरफ सी.
Oh.
They're pushing.
मैया की मैया
Flash है? Oh fuck. मैं ही
क्लोज मिड है -8.
क्या कर रहा है क्लो?
क्यों मेरे बॉडी पे फैंटम है.
और
Down. Attacker spawn.
एक और रेना टू
Last player standing.
अरे भेंचू.
एंटी
Bro, I got stuck
अरे-
in that corner यार
अरे क्या?
Immortality doesn't have as many day-to-day benefits as you think.
आराम से कुत्ता निकल जाता वहाँ से.
तो निकल गई थी वो बाद में टैग हो गई
दीवार के पास में.
आओ यार तो फाइट लो फ्रीज
क्या करना है
आए
क्या डिफॉल्ट खेलना है क्या.
Razer alone at it.
अरे डबल इन्नी मैं
So one A पे.
टॉप में
Cypher's at B.
अरे वो लोग मार्केट बंद ही नहीं कर रहे।
बी पे ब्रो है।
अरे भाई जेड भाई
रोटेशन आ गया ऐसे। अरे भाई नाइस।
एक बैक साइड है शायद।
सवा 70 है।
सवा है बैक साइड।
नाइस।
एक मार्केट
एक बैक साइड आ रहा है।
One enemy
नहीं
remaining.
मार्केट है।
मार्केट
Last player standing.
अरे well played.
नाइस
सुबह 2 मारा।
Don't
Hi Piyush, what's up? How are you? Hi Hati, hello. What's up? आपसे बाय दे सकती हूँ।
क्लब ड्रॉप आएगा क्या? थैंक यू।
राउंड तो है। मैं तो ऑर्ब ले रही थी, सोचा था अल्टीमेट कर दूंगी इन केस।
कम कमाल
ये वाला भी वॉच मिड पुश ना। आई विल ट्राई टू टेक अप ए स्पेस। अगर मिल जाए तो बताता।
तुम्हारा ड्रोन कर रहा तो होल्ड करना है भाई। तो देख ले पायलट, देख ले भाई। ये दे रहा था। ये स्मोक के अंदर है। बड़वा मारो बड़वे को।
नियॉन सोवा क्लो है। इधर आ।
मेरे पे फ्लैश और
और
नेट
गुड कूल।
आराम से खेलो, आराम से खेलो।
अरे लैग हो रहा है बहन।
एक और इसको फिर।
One enemy remaining.
कान फाड़ देते हैं ये लोग भाई। कहाँ बैठते हैं? सब वही देख रहे हैं बंदा। सिटी से आएगा दोनों को मिल के जाएगा।
क्लू आप मार्केट पे जिगल कर लो।
तो ये क्या देख रहा है?
क्यों?
मत
देख रहा था भाई।
बैठा रहे वहीं बैठा रहे।
सेविंग
पीछे आ रहे।
अगर अभी काम है लंड पे सेव करूं बंदा। मरना ही है।
गुड राउंड।
पैसा नहीं बचा रे।
क्लोव टेक दिस। बाय टेक दिस। गिव
Buy?
एंट्री। गो।
बाय क्यों बोल रही हूँ
मेरे
मेरे
पे
को?
अल्ट है। तुमको मार्केट
भी
में
buy।
अल्ट मार सकता हूं मार्केट के लिए मैं।
वाओ।
बाय मांगो, मैं पैसे में बस।
मैं तो बोलूंगा मार्केट फास्ट नहीं सकती।
हाय संभव वॉच। अरे बट मेरे पास पैसे है तो नेक्स्ट राउंड कर लो भाई। नेक्स्ट राउंड कर लो जल्दी। रिक्वेस्ट और मेरे को भी दे देना अपनी वाली गन की जो है।
नहीं जा रहे। जेड जा ही नहीं रहा।
मिड टॉप को खेल लिया। स्टैक हो सकता है। सेव राउंड है।
ट्रैप डाला उसने। ये ट्रैप डाला उसने। स्मोक में मार्केट स्मोक में।
अरे मैं कैसे मर रही हूँ यार इसकी बायस।
सोवा सिटी।
अरे बैक साइड क्लो बैक साइड।
आना ये चलते। अच्छा स्पाइक नहीं है।
क्लो -40।
फ्लैश है मेरे पर।
कैसे करते हैं लोग?
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
I have retrieved the spike.
My turn.
बाय बोल दे उसको।
इजी।
Watch party right after this.
Careful now. Tripwire destroyed.
One enemy remaining. 30 seconds left.
वो शायद अल्ट मार सकता है।
Planted the spike.
Drop in a smoke.
एक्स्ट्रा भी आ रहा है इसमें। आप लोग स्पेक्टेट में भी इतना लॉक इन क्यों रहते हो? तो देख रहे हैं क्या करेगा बस। अंडरस्टैंडिंग अदर प्लेयर्स गेम प्ले माइंडसेट।
नाइस।
You copies are nothing.
हाय केकेएस व्हाट्स अप हाउ आर यू?
जेट किसी की पार्टी में है क्या?
नको ये है ना क्लोव के पार्टी में ना
क्लोव के पार्टी
बुला दो उसको फिर
Could I have a drop?
यार वो तो डिस्कॉर्ड से भी चला गया।
सैड हो गया भाई गेम तो जीजी है फिर जीजी
मेरा
अरे मैं नहीं दियो डुओ ना will he come back or not
या PC crash coming back।
ओके
अरे भोसड़ी के बैन होगा क्या लिख रहा है?
अरे नहीं हो
NL लिखा है ब्रो स्मार्ट है ब्रो
वो रिवील करेगा करना
नियॉन और सोवा ते पे है पुश अप हो गया
सोवा तो राइट में है तोड़ो दरवाजा
अरे इसकी बहन की चूत
Spike down mid.
ये तो मी हूँ
क्या हुआ?
अरे वो स्मोक से मर गया ना मैं कह रही थी मैं
अच्छा
चलना है पे
Drop in a smoke.
आ जाना जल्दी बताओ
आ जाओ मार्केट वॉक इन लो आ जाओ
साइफर था
Spike carrier.
78
Spike down B. 30 seconds left.
No peeking.
एक ए से भी पुश आ रहा है ट्रैप तोड़ा
Hi. Bye.
और होना चाहिए यहाँ पे
Last player standing.
टाइमिंग
Spike down B. 10 seconds left.
मार्केट ही है ना शायद से वो
मेन था मेन आई थिंक
नहीं वो एंगल पे तो नहीं मर सकती मेन से भाई तू यहाँ मरी है क्या बोल रही है
हाँ तो इधर था वो उधर
तो मार्केट से ही मारेगा ना तू मेन दिखेगी जस्ट
साइफर नहीं था क्या बी पे
Still alive, please.
बी तुम आए तो वापस कैसे चले गए हेलो
साइफर नहीं होगा ना फिर दिखा ही नहीं
कहाँ पे आया? व्हाट? मेरा तो
दरवाजा बंद कर गया तो चला गया
अभी आया मेरा लोड। 2 लोग कर गया एक और गया
नहीं आ जाएगा तब तक देख
हाँ 2 राउंड चले गए
मेरा नेक्स्ट बाय है
स्लो
यहाँ पे स्टन और रिवील आता है
क्या करें हम मैं 25
ए मिड किधर से आके मारा ना
गन ले जा उसका ड्रोन कर रख लो
एनिमी टैग स्कैनिंग अहेड
फ्लैश कर
माइक नहीं है
आ सकता है वापस वो
है
ऑन टारगेट
मैं येलो स्मोक दे रही हूँ ठीक है
Dropping smokes.
गन यहाँ पे आजा
बस थोड़ा ऑफ एंगल प्लांट करना अल्ट आएगा
Up on it, ease.
सामने प्लान दे रहा ये माइट डाउन
लिंक आया सीटी देना यार
एल्बो जा रहा अल्टी है ओवरहेड
सीटी अरे सीटी
आउट
एक सिटी एक लिंक बैकस्टैप नहीं है कोई खुशी
आई नो एग्जैक्टली
दोनों एक लिंक से
पूरा मैच चुदा
One enemy remaining.
तो साथ में
बढ़िया
कांड फूटी मारी
May the wind guide your blades, Jet.
लो था यार वो 7 बाय दे सकते क्यों रिक्वेस्ट है कि मैं
Need a drop.
I am 15 oh 50 I am 25 hi Samantha what's up how are you ये लो ये चला लो अगर अट करो
छोटा बाय केयरफुल स्टैक ओके और मिड पुश
किया नहीं है ना अभी तक सेफ
कांटेक्ट लेते फिर
बड़वा रहना है ना लास्ट राउंड साला वॉक करते करते आ गया डोर से
और बड़ा होंगे मैं तो साइफर भी
रोटेशन जा रहा है एक मार्केट भी दिखा
My ult is ready.
ये चलेंगे नेवर माइंड आ
एक स्मोक अंदर है
गया वो, अभी भी हो सकता है।
Yeah, rotation. I'm flanking. Jet, don't push.
स्मोक के अंदर
कर प्लान कर
के अंदर है।
मैं स्टन
करो नहीं आएगा वो, आने नहीं दूंगा उसको।
एक और है, नियॉन भी है।
One enemy remaining.
ये मार दिया मेरे को। Good right.
मार दिया।
Classic right click.
Hi Chirag, what's up?
I need this. Only bright enough for me.
वहां से मारा देखो क्लासिक राइट क्लिक यहाँ पे ऐसे किया है।
सो अल्टे कौन चिल्ला रहा है?
Reloading.
एंट्री कराने का टाइम आ गया।
मैं तो कहीं एंट्री कराऊं, जेट कराया।
लो है डुएलिस्ट।
आई वेट
एक मिनट ऑफ खेल लो सब।
Enemy mark. Revealing area.
Cypher है।
अरे बड़ी,
अरे बाप रे बाप।
अरे तू क्या किया?
Spike down B.
Refreshing. I
तो
got
मार्केट सोवा बैक साइड एक मार्केट
बैक साइड
लेना मार्केट होगा।
नहीं लेना बैक साइड
Remaining.
मार्केट
What?
प्लान करने दे, तू हाइड प्लान करने दे, गलती है।
लकी ओए लकी ओए।
planted.
देख लो फाइट
लेट क्लोव या लेट क्लोव फाइट। काम करो ना, पीछे से खेल लो भाई बुट से, क्योंकि वो भाग जाएगा फिर।
Drop in a smoke.
मार्केट आ सकते हैं।
नाइस
भाई क्या ब्लाइंड करता है भोसड़ी के।
भाई क्यों भाई दो को मरवाया तू, दो लोग।
सॉरी भाई
क्यों भाई ऐसे मत चमकाओ यार।
अरे चमकाया ऐसा बंदा तेरा अल्टी चोद दिया उसने।
ऑफ द गेम इन द गेम दोनों जगह दिवाली मना रहे हैं भाई, क्रेजी ब्रो।
Reloading. All right, muckers. Off we go.
Loop can you come with me?
साथ में ही हूँ।
दोनों डेव के
Stay down.
मिड टॉप कोई नहीं खेल। नाइस
गाइस वो लोग ये छोड़ दिया, लुक एट मी।
Dropping smoke.
भाई फिर से
और तू वेट कर, एक सेकंड वेट कर। पोटेलो
लिव हां ब्रो, लिव गदर ऑन।
दो मिड है, नियॉन एंड साइपर और क्लोव बी साइड।
लो सीटी है।
Last player
Huh?
standing.
What? Why does it turn?
Drop in a smoke.
आराम से हो जाए।
Have a kiss.
अरे यार आ ही नहीं रहा है वो क्लोव, तो मेरे को पैसे वो तो मेरे को प्लांट के लिए ही खेल रहा था।
खेल रहा था राउंड के लिए। बी घुस जाएगा तुम्हारे। क्यों फ्लैशेस मत कर यार प्लीज।
हाय अरुण, व्हाट्स अप? हैप्पी दिवाली, हैप्पी दिवाली, हैप्पी दिवाली।
क्यों फ्लैश दो बट कॉल इट। हां नेक्स्ट टाइम से कॉल करो अपना फ्लैश।
जब बी आ जाओ गाइस, कम बी
बी उसकी ट्रिप तोड़ दो ना पहले, डोंट करके उसको ट्रिप तोड़ दो।
रुको सोवा के स्लो कर लो ट्रश।
आ गया
स्मोक्स नहीं है उन पे।
साउंड क्यों दे रहे हैं भाई?
Blocking sight. Dropping
Revealing
smoke.
area.
बैक साइड
बैक साइड है।
लेना है बैक साइड।
एक क्लोब मार्केट
वाह
अरे बहन चो, मार्केट आउट मार्केट आउट है। मार्केट आउट नीचे।
मेन
Back like I never left.
एक आउट मार्केट।
ऊपर चढ़ नाइस।
You had your fun.
अरे क्लोज को मार।
मेरे को मारे दो।
One enemy remaining.
बैक स्टॉप बैक।
मार्केट
मार्केट।
Reloading.
नहीं अभी साउंड है इसकी मेन पे। Nice.
रोज आया उसको भी रोज।
वो रेडर तेरे को भर देता भाई।
भाई वो यहाँ बैठा था साइपर।
Switching sides.
यहाँ बैठा था साइबर किसी ने निकले।
हैं?
और वो विफ कर रहा है शायद उसे हाँ भाई।
अरे बाप रे लास्ट फर्स्ट सेम हुआ था एक राउंड में जेट मार गया था तेरे पीछे था बड़ा हुआ
वेट करता है वो साइकिल
भाई का घुमा के मारा
अरे
Get set go ये है green light gang करूँ मैं whatever I feel like man
oh my god तो फुल बनता है बबली
नहीं बे कृष्णा है भाई बनता ही तो अलग है भाई ममड़ा चप्पल का चमड़ा
भाई जौली
चिन्मय है वो सब पाओ
नहीं भाई बहुत फुकता हूँ ना
मैं भी फुकता भाई ऐसा नहीं है बट ठीक है
ये क्या कंपटीशन हो रहा है
ये सोवा स्पॉट हुआ क्लोज स्पॉट हुआ
रैप बैटल
क्या आई कैन रिवील फ्रॉम हियर वेट करना साइड पे मैं रिवील देता अंदर आके तो बोलना मेरे को कॉल देना क्लोज
एल्बो घुस गए
अंदर आएंगे साइड पे तो
तीन लोग
रिवील
दिया
50 तो
80 नियॉन प्रो हेडशॉट
मिलके जाता है आजा
50 से 3 एल्बो
अंडू आए हो सब
बाकी नहीं पता
वो वाला तुम भी रैप गा दो यार शेमलेस की नियॉन 80 एचपी
मुझे सिडनी स्विनी
मैं शॉट होता हूं जेट फिर तू उधर से रुक
उसके बाद वाला
कच्ची खानी है
नियॉन साइफर
नहीं कच्ची नहीं
हवा साइफर
अच्छी वो लो है यार नियॉन मार दो
कच्ची खानी है
नियॉन लो नाइस What the hell ही बाली
मैं बोला साइड
हाउ इज एल्डो उसको डर लगता है बड़ा से हाँ वो बहुत ही एंशियस होता है that rap is branded and Fifine हाँ it is this Aniket made me listen to that song
सपोज लोग पुश भी करते सिटी दोनों मार देते ना
Do you like that song?
चलेगा जाने
it's got
very catchy,
beats
right?
yeah but it's very these lyrics are very cheap honestly
It's cheap, so why do you listen to it then?
मेरा भी कुत्ता सेम एंशियस होता है भुगता रहता है वोंट स्टॉप
तीन है
वोंट स्टॉप
रेना भी साउंड है मेरे को रेना भी एल्बो देख नहीं रहा मैं पहले
All barks, no bites. You mean?
बाइट्स
रिवील
आ नहीं रहे आ नहीं रहे
I'm coming.
आ रहे एल्बो
Smoke for yourself, I would say.
अरे क्या
अरे
रेना को मारने लो वो एक शॉट मार दे नाइस
Got you.
अरे और
Do you have a smoke? 140 neon
140 हो ही नहीं सकता 26 दिया है मैंने झूठी
120
तो होल्ड कर रहा है मेरे को स्मोक है क्या यहां पे लेना
दे
एक है
दोनों है शायद
राइट गया
One enemy remaining.
ये पीछे से आ रहा होगा पीछे से मिड से
हां
गन ले सोवा
नाइफ करते
स्पेक्टर उठा ले साइफर स्पेक्टर दे सा
30 seconds left.
मेरा कैम सिटी देख रहा है ठीक है
सीटी साइड हो सकता है
जा ना एक एफके चेक करो ना हाँ वो उसका पिंग स्टेबल है
अरे आप तो बड़े स्मार्ट निकले यार
हैप्पी दिवाली एनी केप्ट कांस्टेंटली मांग हाँ तो सेम विद एल्डो एंड इट्स नॉट नाइस
यार पीसी बंद कर रहा है मैं जा रहा हूं 2 मिनट दे मैं आता हूं इसको 1 मिनट
अरे बड़वे मिड गेम में जरूरी है क्या सब करना है
ऑलरेडी 4v5 खेल रहे भाई ऐसा
अरे ब्रो वांट्स टू लेवल इट अप फॉर देम फेयर प्ले भाई चलो 4v4
ना 3v4
इस तरह से भौंकना बंद नहीं करता है रोटी वो भी करता है मोर लाइक मेरे से आवाज कैसे यार बट
जोकिंग यार
बीम इनसाइड साउंड क्लोज बीम
एक मिनट है
याहुलू आई एम बैक
नाइस
और भी है मिड पे के और भी साउंड है
एक और वैंडल है एक वैंडल है क्या और एक शेरिफ है क्या
One enemy remaining.
लास्ट बीमेन
बीमेन है बुआ
राइट है
आ रहा है स्पेक्टर लेने जा
ओ गांजा
तो गंजेड़ी लो है हमारे टीम में
भाई तो नहीं फूकता है ना।
फूकता हूँ भाई, कल ही मारा हो जी।
बड़ी बड़ी बातें, फ्री में वड़ा पाव खाते।
आपका दिवाली बढ़िया था।
नहीं गार्ड में नहीं
खाना
कम
पी
चले हगने भूल गया रे ना छुरी। अरे सच्ची मारा कल भाई।
अरे ये
कैरेमल
बॉयज उन पे स्मोकर नहीं है, जस्ट होल्ड द एंगल्स ब्रो, दे कैन स्मोक शिट ऑफ।
नियॉन मिड,
नियॉन मिड, दो बंदे एमन दिख गए।
साइफर भी मिड एमिन आई मीन ओ मिड।
अरे बराबर इन्फो, ऑल इन्फो है, फिर आराम से लो।
अरे
मेरी गलती नहीं है।
अरे भोसड़ी वालों, मिठाई बांटने के देखे मिड पे भेंचो।
Last player standing.
यार ये क्या है, कैसे नहीं लगा यार।
भाई साइफर का ट्रैप है यहाँ
भाई
पे, छोड़ो ना मिड।
अरे भाई तू पहले जाके मारा, व्हाट डू यू मीन? सबसे पहले तू ही क्रॉसिंग पे मारा ब्रो, व्हाट डू यू मीन? छोड़ो, बहुत गंदा तरीका है करने का ब्रो। तू जाके मर गया, तेरा ट्रेड निकालने गए, हम भी मर गए, बस खत्म है बात उधर। दे प्लेड वेल।
मेरा वॉइस भी इतना इमेच्योर है लेकिन आधे
एग्जैक्टली,
लोग
रोटेशन कर रहा है, तो थ्री पे तो स्पॉन से रोटेट कर।
मस्त है भाई, जेड भाई, वुंडेड भाई।
साइफर एक की तरफ कैम था।
ए मादर चोद साइफर।
माय बैड, आई शोल्ड एपिसोड।
भाई क्या मार दे।
मार्केट टू बी
140 दो लोग।
Spike planted.
क्या बताऊं ना मैं क्या।
नहीं अरे ना तीनों वन शॉट
बोला साइफर लो।
हील्ड है, तीनों वन शॉट है।
मेरा गाइस प्लीज खत्म करते, 2 राउंड बस, 2 राउंड ठीक है। 2 राउंड
इको रखो
मेरे लिए कर दो 2 राउंड प्लीज।
मेरे को क्या लगता है मालूम है, ये जेट अपन सबको म्यूट करके बैठा है, वो बस बात कर रहा है।
पागल है क्या साइफर यार, म्यूट क्यों करूंगा तेरे को।
तेरे भाई का हीरो वैंडल देखा भी एस मारता है ग्राउंड बस।
सीरियस 2 राउंड्स, ओनली 2 राउंड्स ओके।
खाना लेके आऊं
मैं भी।
तू एफके गया, मैं कुछ बोला क्या भाई?
मिड ओ भाई ड्रोन करना एक बार।
ऑफ कर
यार क्या
3v3
गन पड़ी है मेरी।
बीच कैम हो ना, कैम खोला एक बार। कैम क्यों नहीं खोल रहा है?
खोला तो देखा।
ए छोड़ दिया ना लोगों ने। ए नहीं
ए पे साउंड है।
एक मिनट है।
नियॉन है खाली।
अच्छा दरवाजा
प्लांटिंग है
यार, बता नहीं रहे हो दरवाजा।
अरे यार बेटे कंसंट्रेशन लेवल
ऊपर के मारा।
Last player standing.
बॉक्स
दिखा भी नहीं भाई किधर।
एक मिड घूम रहा था, एक आगे साइड।
दिख गया था यार उसका बैरल।
4v5 कैसा जीत रहे बे, क्या मार सो।
मिड में मत मरो ना, भाई वो पीछे आ रहा है।
मेरे को ये खेलने दे, मेरा
सुनो गाइस, मिड छोड़ दो, कंप्लीटली छोड़ दो मिड। 2 खेल लो साइफर के साथ, 1 खेल लो मार्केट के तरफ, बाकी तीनों एक स्टार्ट कर।
भाई जो बोला पूरा कैंसिल आउट कर दिया मेरा भाई, खरीदी चलो
ठीक है। तो रिकॉन दे मेन पे और 1v।
ऑप लाके बैठेगा वो बंदे के पीछे, देख लेना।
हाँ लगाने दो ना, लगाने दो। रिकॉन दे रहा है
बी मैन पूरा खाली।
अच्छा और ले लो ना।
मीडिया साउंड है।
पार्टी मत करो, मत करने लेने दो। एंगल लेके बैठो बस। चाहिए तो मेन कंट्रोल रखो अपने पास।
वो करूँ वापस?
नहीं छोड़ दो, होल्ड करो मैं एंगल।
तेरे ट्रिप पे खाली सिंगल पिक ट्राई करूंगा तो नहीं करूंगा।
तो वॉक इन आके मार के गया ब्रो।
देख नहीं रहा था क्या क्रॉस अपना?
भाई तो होल्ड कर रहा है भाई।
I was watching this bro. My bad.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
My ult is ready.
गाइस क्या
अरे भाई जेट शांत रे। देखो बोला ना लेट मी प्ले यू गाइस फाइट मिड। गांड फट रही है क्या मिड फाइट लेने को? They don't have a fucking smoke bro. They don't have a fucking smoke. Just smoke mid up and fight them ना मार्केट से और मिड से bro. मजाक लगा रखा है क्या? भेंचू इधर जाके 2 राउंड मर रहा है तू।
अरे जो तुम लोग यहाँ पे मर गए भाई, उसके बाद
क्या
मरा
तुम लोग भाई, क्या तुम लोग? तू बात सुनने को नाराज ही है भाई। Not able to fucking improvise at all. ये इतना सेल्फिश कैसे?
एक बार कैंसिल आउट किया भाई तेरा कॉल, क्या चढ़ क्यों रहा है भाई मेरे पे?
ये स्मोक करूँ?
म्यूट दिया देखो ब्रो, खेल जैसा खेलना है देखो।
अरे
मिड पॉइंट तो पॉइंटलेस है।
Neon sponsor.
रेडियो साहब बहुत 80.
One enemy remaining.
Nice round.
नाइस कॉल साइफर, क्रेजी रे।
Match point.
पागल हो गया वो
Good
अल्टी
side.
का।
एक बार भाई
No charges.
भाई वो लोग दोनों मार्केट में मर
मेरे को
रहे
ये
हैं,
छोड़ो,
मेरी यार
मिड अभी
गलती है
खेलो।
भाई।
उनको मिड स्पेस फ्री में मत दो ही ना ब्रो। राउंड स्टार्ट ही रिकॉन करके रोको उनको। प्लेइंग लाइक पुसी।
वो दे दे यार।
4v5 स्मोक नहीं है उस।
मैं तो म्यूट करती हूँ। जाके कच। मत करो। स्मोक चाहिए क्या मिड पे?
I don't quit.
स्मोक चाहिए?
मैं चुप, एक ही रीजन क्या है ये हो गया। हाँ
नहीं करेगा पीक।
टाइल्स 2
One enemy remaining. Spike down mid.
क्रॉस रही है। ला देख के टाइल्स देख के।
इधर ही बॉम्ब ड्रॉप है।
एक बुलेट है इसके पास। अभी ये हगा ना।
मॉली दे
भाई टाइल्स ही है यार।
Defenders win.
क्या है? BGC
On the talent actually fighting for the position of Velocity's #1 fan at this point. Morgan was heading that leaderboard for the longest time. I can see why.
चलो
of
और
course,
पार्टी
because
टाइम खत्म हो गया।
Velocity, it's hard.
Yes.
It's hard to tell them now because, as we mentioned, like the performances they have been doing so well, and I have to praise Damara, who his confidence has been skyrocketing every single time. I love the vibes he's bringing out on stage. Also, I think for somebody who is a duelist, that's so important too, to be able to feed off of that energy, and it just goes to show how the team is setting him up for this kind of style and for this kind of play.
Yeah, I mean, Damara has probably been one of the most fun players to watch for me. He's backed by such a great supportive lineup around him, and I love that he feels confident enough. You see him standing up, shouting at these opponents on the other side, saying, "Hey, hello, sit down. I don't care." I don't even know what he shouts half the time. I don't think he knows what he's shouting half the time. It's just about making the noise. Look at his stats here. Absolutely monstrous stuff coming out from him. It really is the sort of like, I want to say 4 Protect 1 style in a sense where it's all about setting up Damara. And this used to be a lot more meta. We used to see this time and time again from teams. Teams have since moved away from it, but I think Damara is going to be the one to rely on for Velocity.
Definitely, but of course, have Velocity with their own Indonesian players. Now they go up against this Indonesian squad in Boom Esports. Of course, they are under a lot of scrutiny, being that Pacific team that wants to get back on that stage. Can they do it again? Especially since, again, there is a possibility of them going down to the lower bracket and meeting their batchmates / arch rivals in Nongshim Red Force here, Morgan.
I mean, that is
Guys,
a fate they
who
want
am I
to avoid
supporting?
at all costs. They'll be getting
Who am I
flashbacks to last year if that does come to pass. We talk about how experienced this core are with that second place finish in Ascension last year, and then of course a whole year
खाना
of
लेके आऊँ क्या?
Pacific. This roster is
हाँ
bolstered
लेके
up
आओ,
by
मैं तो
two
ले
younger
लिया
rookies
अपना.
in Whitecat and Nats, who I think have grown
Shiro,
so well
Nongshim,
into
अच्छा
this tournament.
Nongshim
You
तो
see
वो है,
how
पता है
they're getting
Nongshim
better and
noodles
better
होते
as
हैं.
it progresses, as they
Envy?
draw on that
Envy?
experience of those around them.
Nongshim
I love
noodles.
the changes that they made. You know, I was definitely skeptical heading
खाना
into this,
लेके आ रही
how
हूँ,
these
खाना
younger
लेके आ रही हूँ,
the younger
guys.
players
2
going to
मिनट में रुको.
perform, but they've done a really great job. And
No,
another
for
thing
sure.
I'd love to highlight about Boom, sorry to cut you off there, is the coaching staff of this roster. I think we talked about them so much in Pacific for the game planning they were able to do, for the preparation they were able to do. And there's an extra layer added to it this time, Mika, because Fields, one of the coaches here for Boom, was coaching SK Rossi at the last Ascension.
That is absolutely right. Deep lore there, almost as if you were part of it yourself.
Almost, almost.
Which you were. But of course, you know, as you mentioned, that it's these players that know each other and these mind games that gonna come into play, because as you mentioned, right, there is that history that comes in, so you know how the players on the other side might be thinking, especially if you go into, you know, maps that you might be very, very familiar with what their game plan is. But as you mentioned earlier, Morgan, it is the addition of Whitecat and Nats that lends you know, a new phase of Boom here, because it's really hard to fit into such an integrated core like Shiro, Berserks, and NC Slashers. They've been playing together even since before they stepped on that Pacific stage. They know each other so well, and as we saw in the recent matches of Boom, right, Whitecat is coming into his own, and that's so important and so telling, especially as we head into the map veto for their first series here at playoffs. We're seeing that we're stepping into Bind here first. This is Whitecat versus Velocity.
I love this for Boom. Boom are taking the risk here in the veto because they know that Velocity, you know, they love to veto in exactly the same style. Boom don't like Abyss either, but they're trusting that Velocity are going to ban it. So they take out Lotus instead, arguably Velocity's best map, and pick Bind. This is a map that Velocity haven't played since March, I want to say. So this is a very, very aggressive map veto from Boom to force Velocity to play on these maps and in these areas where they're clearly uncomfortable. So that's a really good map veto for Boom in my mind. I really love that they were.
अच्छा तुमने अपना स्ट्रीम का टाइटल वो रखा है?
That's not doing what this Velocity team do, guys. We want to just do it the same way every time, play to our strengths. Boom are taking the fight to them and go, no, we don't think you can play this. We're going to pick this into you.
Yeah, and they have to do that with full confidence that like we're 100% sure you will be uncomfortable on this map. And now it's up to Velocity to actually prove to them that actually no, we have something prepared. As was seen in the first series, of course, some of these teams have something entirely different, a new face to show in playoffs. I hope we get to see that in Velocity, because what they've been showing in the group stages has been so encouraging. It would be a shame actually if that tapers off right now.
Yeah, I mean, they have so much momentum. I mean, this is the furthest a South Asian tournament, a South Asian team has gone in an international tournament in years. And so there's a lot of pride, there's a lot of support behind this roster. But that's not enough for this squad. They know that deep down in themselves. They know that they have the skill to take this all the way with good performances. So if they fall apart here, it's going to be heartbreak. It's going to be absolutely crushing for the whole region. Despite the success, flying high isn't high enough for this team. They want to grab that spot.
Yeah, especially since you have players, of course, like SK Rossi, like Russ, and Lightning Fast. I feel like, you know, that fan base, that region was waiting for these players to actually come together and at the right time. And it feels like that time is now for Velocity. But of course, for Boom Esports, they feel like this is already ours. We're just confirming it. We just need to get it back at this point. We're going to take Nongshim with us, and it's going to be back to normal. But of course, you have all of these other 4 teams that are saying, no, that's not the case. We are just as deserving of those spots, and we're going to show you exactly why.
Yeah, I mean, it's the thought of having to drop down to the lower bracket and play Nongshim Red Force is terrifying. Like, I can't stress that enough. How if I'm one of these teams, I'm so afraid of losing this game because it puts you in such an incredibly difficult position. So both these teams really going to be swinging. As you say, Boom, just looking to confirm their spot. That's the big thing for them. They've been here and done this. They're along the lines of their expectation. For them, it's about finishing this tournament strong.
Yeah, and again, it boils down to the new faces on a squad or on a core that's been playing together for some time, right? How do
Hi
they
Anjali,
fit
मैं
in,
बाहर गई थी
especially
मुंबई.
since the pressure is mounting
Guys,
for
let
them.
me,
You have
जितने
Whitehead
लोग
and
भी
that's
देख रहे हैं, I
on the
don't
side
know.
of Boom
Tell me
that
your
have
favorite
been
player
showing that potential,
in terms of
and
looks
especially
and in terms
the
of
previous
gameplay,
years
in
that
terms
they've
of
been so
IGL.
Whitehead with some
तीन
amazing
categories
plays, and
में.
it
You
looked
can
like,
say
okay,
3 people,
this is it.
or you can
This is
just
the
say
vision
1
for Boom
जो
eSports heading into
तीनों
playoffs
categories
and
में fit
claiming
होते
that
हैं
spot back
according
into
to you.
Pacific.
Dark
We need
Samurai,
to see
Lord
that
Dark
from
Samurai.
Velocity too, and it's really been working for Damara finding his confidence here, Morgan.
यार
I mean,
प्रो
Damara
सीन में जो
has
हैं
been the
अपना
guy
नाम नहीं ले सकते.
set up so beautifully by
तो मैं तो
that
pro scene में हूँ.
group of Russ and Madeline. You see how sharp, lightning fast can be when he's moving in to get
Rossi.
those frames. And of course, SK Rossi on this chamber, it's his signature agent. We saw him pop off, have some massive clutches. This is a sharp team across the board that have defined their style. But as I say, this map veto, I don't think goes the way that they want it to. We see them aim for the 3 kind of same maps of Ascent, Lotus, Sunset in almost every veto. They've not managed to get that this time. It's a very, very different approach. So I want to see how their style
Let's go, guys.
translate to these
Let's
more
go.
difficult maps.
I say
If they
very
even
big with the
attempt to
button.
run those things like the
RNDX
breach
का
on
course
maps
था
like
पहले.
Bind, where we almost never see it.
मेरे को वो
Yeah,
होता है
it
पता है.
feels like a Boom has sort of
होता है?
cornered Velocity in
पेट में
with regards
कुछ.
to the map veto, right? They've cornered them into a
Good,
spot
good.
where they
जब
might
मैं
not
ऐसे
be
होती हूँ,
feeling
हाँ, stage
at all
में.
at ease, but it's up to Velocity
Can
now
I
to
see the
show
extra
that,
looks?
you know, they do have something planned
Extra?
for this.
Extra
They,
तो streamer है ना,
aren't
and IGL
uncomfortable
Ethan.
at all, and they actually
They're all
have, you know,
streamers,
such
they
a
don't
wide
play pro
playbook that
scenes,
they
I
can
think.
actually do something that's totally unexpected of them. They've
Kiska?
been
Kaun?
impressing everybody, and they've been
ये
exceeding everybody's
Extra और
expectations
Ethan.
so far. So I
Ethan
hope
तो अभी
they are
champs
well
जीता.
prepared for
कौन?
what's to come
Ethan?
from Boom
अच्छा वो
eSports because
वो
we've
वाला
been
Ethan.
seeing
अच्छा
how
वो.
amazing these players
I
have
thought
been
वो यो एक और
performing.
Ethan नहीं है जो
Zero
वो
on
है
that
content
Yoru,
creator.
a special mention, of course, because what he's been doing.
IGL Ethan.
Yeah, absolutely unreal, as you mentioned.
Yeah,
अच्छा
I
लगता है वो.
expect to see Shiro on the Yoru here for sure.
अच्छा तो
But it
नहीं
is worth
लगता.
mentioning,
जैसा
Boom
दिखता है
haven't
थोड़ा
played
थोड़ा.
Bind yet
है
this
ना?
tournament either.
Mhm.
So it is still an unknown
हम
for
मेरे
them. We
लिए
don't
पता
know what
कौन
they're
है?
going to bring out. But just the fact that they're picking it tells me
Benji
that there's
Fiji.
some confidence there and that it's more of a focus to put velocity on the back foot.
वापस
So
देखना
we will
पड़ेगा.
have to wait and see for this agent select. But I think there's a lot of different ways this could go. I don't think they can run the bridge. If I'm Velocity, I think you
Lord
can
Dark
bring out
Samurai?
the Neon on Damara, but I don't
Booster,
think
no
you can support
competition.
him in the same
IGL.
way with that sort of breach
वो
bait.
भी है
I
यार.
just don't see
मम्मा
it
का कॉल तो
working.
नहीं
I
है.
think they have to adapt to
वो.
the map a little bit. I think we can still
अरे
kind
एक
of
बंदा
expect
मैंने
a
देखा था अभी हाल ही
initiator
में.
from
कॉम
them, I
अच्छा
want to
दिखता
say,
है वो.
just because of Madeline and Russ are so good on those agents. But we'll have a look now, and for the first time in my life, I am wrong. They're just running the solo initiator on the sky here. Damara sticking to the Neon. Russ playing the smokes on the Brimstone here. Lightning fast on the Rays. This is a big stylistic swap for Velocity. On the side of Boom, they keep it relatively simple. A pretty standard double duelist with the Yoru and the Rays, with Nats playing that Brimstone. But this Velocity comp is wild. SK Rossi on device. We don't see this. I mean, this is a massive departure from everything we've seen from them in this tournament. This map is entirely different to the rest of their pool. So the onus is on them to show us some strength when they're put on the back foot, when they're put in an uncomfortable position.
Yeah, raise Neon into the sky. I'm very, very interested to see how this goes. We wanted some changes. Well,
सुनो
we got
अगर
it. We're
किसी
gonna
को
step into
फूकने
Vine
की
now
आदत है
with
ठीक है
Dax and Azurai.
और वो कभी खेल रहा है और किसी को भी
Thank you there, Mika and Morgan. And
तो
yeah, we
वो
are
खेल रहा है
going into the
और तो वो तो
unknown
फूक ही नहीं
here,
सकता है
folks.
इसमें.
Into our
उसको
second
लगता है कि
series, into
स्मोकिंग से
another
उसको बूस्ट
incredible
आता है
bout.
सोचो कुछ
Velocity
इलीगल
versus
चीज.
Boom. And isn't it a little bit
लगता है ना
iconic for
ये
Boom
देखो ना वो
eSports
रखा
to
है कोल्ड
pick
ड्रिंक
a
रहता
map that
है
they have a
वो
legacy
स्ट्रेस
in
बस्टर
from
वो
last year,
बैग्स
right?
नहीं
But
बट
going
फूकने
into Vine,
इलीगल चीजें
and
की
I do
बात
agree
हो.
with what Morgan has
अरे
mentioned.
तो
Something
उनका
we were
वो जो
talking
प्रो
about
सीन
Azurai,
में
right?
रहते हैं उनको
Before we
वो
got into the series,
कराया जाता है
Boom
ट्रेन
can
कराया
float
जाता है
around
ये
some
सब
maps.
से
They can
वो
respect
लोग नहीं
ban
करते.
that Lotus, make Velocity uncomfortable, and VLT respond
रख ही
with
नहीं
these
सकते
drastic
स्टेज में
changes
अलाउड
coming
ही नहीं है ये
into
सब.
this first map.
The last time that they played
क्यों
Velocity
तुम्हें क्यों
with this comp was
I was
later
just
around
curious.
March. This is the same
Why?
lineup that they've had.
Because I'm a curious
so
person,
is
bro.
this just a comfort pick from way
no,
back,
right?
or
These all
have they
things are
actually
introduced to
practiced
our
this
health.
coming in
That
to the
was
new meta here in Valorant?
We'll see how comfy they are, right? Whitecat here in position. Damara, of course, willing to go for the closer. Shiro finding lightning fast early on here. Whitecat still within the container. It's Boom eSports trying to hold things off, but Velocity has the overrun.
Nice.
Strong here onto the side. And the pistols, they are just smiling on Velocity right now as they get flashed.
Backstab or एक
Cover
सब
picks
over
for
here.
Velocity. You do see that
इसके रॉसी the goat.
show up here on the pistol.
बकरी
Again, a very just strong approach.
कितना
for Velocity. I think
अच्छा
they might
खेल
have
रहे हैं,
just
देख रहे हो कितना टाइम खेल रहे हैं, देख रहे हो दोनों
floundered a little
पीछे.
bit, picking out
तो
one by one.
Nats आ गया उनका opponent team में देखो.
Velocity doing such a good job now to play into the post, but here we have it. That snake fight could be huge from Berserk.
सब
The
मरता
point's
भी.
doing damage, and that's he just keeps the antidote in his own pockets. Velocity Gaming in their hasty run straight into the crosshairs of Boom, and in that Boom make waste.
Bye.
Wow.
क्या जरूरत है?
Tapped
ओ भाई साहब.
beautifully in that clutch situation. Couple of trades here and there, sure, again, and then you just see Nats with the monstrous.
ये throw के बाद तो
monstrous
confidence तो
clutch.
down हुआ ही
That's a
होगा.
big one. Again, proving his tenacity and his ability to perform.
But on
for
second
Boom
thought,
when
सबको ऐसे नहीं खेलना चाहिए था long. दो smokers हैं उनके पास. What do you think?
We have talked about how Boom eSports
सही बात है.
bringing young guns into this roster.
अगर smokes नहीं होते ना तो
relatively,
इनका round था.
especially with Wakatsu
But
into
दोनों smoker ही थे.
coming into the series. I just want to double down on things Morgan was mentioning. Velocity, right? I think SK Rossi before this has played Vice 5 times in his
निकल सकता है.
VCT career. NC Slasher catching out tomorrow. Whitecat also with the tracking. And Boom eSports right now just shutting out Velocity before they can even get on started with the force buy here. Through the wall, even Russ will fall. SK Rossi right now watching the flag. The headshot's there, but SK Rossi still alive at least to try and do some damage.
Nice kill.
Yeah.
भाई कि नहीं मिलेगा.
Gonna have to probably wrap around. Maybe hope that he can get a flag or something, but that is a tricky spot to try to pick up the spike. So I don't know. We'll have to see. 45 HP. He does have the arc rose, maybe for a flash, but that doesn't really set him up for anything. Shiro though hasn't looked right behind him, and this is the pro. I'm saying that was like the perfect time maybe for SK Rossi to get the flank, but Shiro's aware.
As soon as you say it, right? It happens. Boom eSports with the know-how. And yeah, Shiro has been the standout of the group stage, topping the stats in many different departments. Really, a departure from the IGL, you know, the...
Guys, please like the stream if you haven't liked already, yaar.
But
Come on,
regardless,
bro.
he has just had an incredible
Don't be
tournament
mean,
so
yeah.
far. And it has to be tough for Velocity coming
Analysis
into
करो
this
ना
one,
game
right?
पे.
You think about their schedule. They
इसमें
faced
phone
off
चला रही हूँ.
against Nongshim yesterday. One of the
Nongshim,
teams
yum yum.
relegated from Pacific. Now you have to face off the other one. You're basically
Noodles है,
finding the
Nongshim.
best of the
Ramen.
best. And we've seen Velocity, of course, top their group in Group Omega. We've seen how incredible this team is.
Come on, guys.
But yeah, it has
Got
to be a
this,
taxing
yaar,
back-to-back
bro.
here for South Asian
You
squad.
don't need motivation.
Yeah, they still
You are
have yet to truly
already
prove,
better.
You know, Lightning Fast back again on his raise. I did
Yeah.
mention how he was pretty known for that raise of his, but we'll see. It's been a while.
Nice.
It has been a while, and now Damara speeding on through. Lightning Fast though caught here by Shiro. And boom,
Expect करे,
eSports.
expect करे.
At
Nice.
the eco, but Damara straight in the face of Berserks. That's Velocity for you. Signature speed into play. Fake out though. Almost taken on down.
Nice.
A bit lucky
Nice.
that the shot doesn't
4v3.
actually connect there. Whitecat
Low
on
है.
the other hand.
Shiro low
pushing
भी है.
forward here.
Don't
Trying to
throw
find
this.
angles, but look at the post plant here from Velocity. Straying within the lamps right now. And
अब तो smokes भी नहीं है. अब सही खेल रहे हैं देखो.
short also. Really watching from what Madeline can do from afar. And speaking of, Madeline actually catching out Whitecat already. Boom here, trying to play the numbers now bit by bit. They're catching out Velocity, but time is running out here for Boom eSports. The utility from NC Slasher. Now he goes for the spike. Halfway, where's the peak? Here comes Madeline, and immediately NC Slasher keeping tabs for himself. Boom eSports win the third round.
Shiro is such a menace.
But how?
Outlaw. He's always able to get into a position where the kills just go to him. Look at that. Again, every single time that he
Backstab नहीं देख रहे थे.
goes out,
3 था, 3v2
he's able
था.
to just time it so well. Gets that
4v3,
3, allows his teammate
3v2.
to
कितना ज़्यादा चमक रहा है वो. हो रहा
the
कितना है वो.
defense. Sure,
देखो.
again, the Fade had to still deal with the one player. I think
ये
that was
backside चला गया ना डमारा क्यों गया
Madeline,
backside
but in it, or not Madeline, but the other one. In any case, still able to do that much damage
heaven में वो बाहर
and not be figured out where you place yourself is so strong for Boom here.
Their pocket, the sheer though. Gonna get triggered here.
दो backside वाले
That insult. The Seeker's now into play, courtesy of Velocity. Shiro trying to hold towards backside. Smokes come out, courtesy of us. And with the stun into play, the moment.
ये क्या हो रहा है इतना लोड क्यों हो रहा है
Mara just trying his best to get one through to the other side. He's low already.
What's this, bro?
Here, Hiki Slasher, somehow alive, now taken down. SK Rossi putting a good hurt on the opposition. It's trade for trade, Nats with the answer. Russ, the only one standing, trying to stall with utility here. He's gonna go for the short angle, Asarai. And as time ticks away, we're gonna have to tap onto that spike. One bullet is all that Boom needs to take him down. Halfway now. No one's looking. Berserk's playing Protector though. And Boom eSports still get away with it.
ये कैसे तो हो गया इसमें तो 3 मारे थे
To the sites.
Guys, you need a timeout, I
How
think.
much post-plant utility is still available
Pass
for
round
Boom
to
here? Man, White Cat also proving himself every single time that he tries to go for the aggressive plays like that. He's always able to get 1 to 2 kills. That is incredible already.
감사합니다. Nice.
I mean, he's a new kid on the block from the PH,
Oh, yeah.
from Team Secret Academy. And remember what Shiro mentioned the first time we got to interview him after that first Boom win, right? White Cat, he is still acclimating to that stage every single day. He's just getting better and better, more confident in what he does in this roster. Things are clicking here for Boom. The signs that they start winning on, when Shiro performs exceptionally, when they're able to play these post plants well, when they're finding these clutch utility plays to give them the advantage, it has worked out in their favor more often than not in this game.
Yeah, agreed.
You got this, guys. You got this. Easy.
Making that
Peasy.
it's gonna be
Lemon squeezy.
Incredibly, it might be an incredibly quick first half here.
Smile to
Shiro has. I mean, it's still pretty early, but yeah.
I'm just thinking though, Velocity has done good work on one department so far here.
Yeah.
And getting into these post plans, they're really pressuring Boom. It's just Boom just out clutching them in kind of these 2v4 moments or whatnot. So we'll see if that trend will continue. A half buy here for Velocity right now. And Shiro still with this outlaw. Trailblazer takes the first bullet. There's still one in the chamber. The flash, the guiding light. Here comes Velocity just going gung-ho. But Damara's already taken on down.
Nice.
Slasher keeping the tempo in check. The Nightfall 2 to stave off Velocity.
Boom 2-0, no VLT win, bro.
Velocity could have made that so much worse for Boom. Still, they manage to pull back. Shiro miraculously is still alive. And now Velocity kind of stuck to just keep pushing into this B site.
I mean, coming to a round like this, Velocity would love to burn ultimates on the other side. Shiro, though, finding Madeline. Watch out for Velocity. They still have SK Rossi with a gun and the Steel Garden. If they find the pick onto P, that could be the go signal. But Russ alone, isolated by the smoke. In that sense, now it's up to SK Rossi. And he's trying to find any isolated angle. But boom. They're not giving an inch. They're not letting up the hold. Here it comes. Shiro again, straight into his crosshairs. And it's 5 here for Boom.
Bro, just warm-up rounds, bro.
That was so close. I thought that Lightning Fast with his satchel could have gotten the entry. Thankfully enough, NC Slasher is just quick on the draw as he gets that that counter kill. That's just going to be enough to stop them dead in the water. You saw that there was really very little. I think that the rest of Velocity could have done at that point too.
कुछ ज़्यादा ही गाली, इतनी गाली थोड़ी हो जाती है.
Now back to the drawing board they go.
भाई इतनी गाली, ऐसा लग रहा है रगड़ा है उसने.
The foundation of Boom between Shiro and NC Slasher. They have been shaken, but they're standing so strong right now, especially when they played the duo. Shiro though has to back away. A great pick from SK Rossi and Velocity. They want to go for this A site. The Mara staved off by that poison though, the snake bite, preventing the neon from going on in. But like
What?
White Cat, where did he even come from? Well, with that, it's a showstopper now into the third. White Cat trying to find another one here. Velocity still around the site. They find a moment to stabilize at the very least, but corners to hold berserks within heaven. Damara, he finally gets to sync up with the rest of the team. They're trying to bait out the peak of the spike tap. The comes in.
Nice
shot.
What?
A much needed shot to make it a 2v1.
This is gonna be the long
Akash ho pe na jeetenge.
wraparound from Shiro.
वो कैसा है रेस
So,
बैकस्टेप
eyes
से
for
तो
Velocity set to look
Shower से
near
आया
the back of the site at
बट
spawn.
शार्ड पे तो वो था
There's a-
रेस
a
रेस आया
chance, an
शार्ड
opening
से
here
वो
for
सॉरी
Shiro, but
नियॉन
of course Velocity is starting to get wise.
Yeah, matter of duelists here.
Replay में
Shiro,
पता चला
he's quite low, not as low as Damara. Lightning Fast, just holding into the corner. Sees the
Nice
neon, there's the
round.
contact, but Lightning Fast quickly swinging, and Velocity get on the board here.
There you have it. That was
बैकस्टेप आया
White Cat somehow just blitzing through on a short.
फॉलो अप किल भी था
Again, Lightning Fast holding steady, getting the kill there.
ये शॉट बेचारा
And this separation between Shiro and teammate, where he tried to go for the wraparound, leaving
Hi, Sabi.
the
What's up, what's
Viper
up?
to his own devices, definitely questionable at most, at the best.
A desync there from Boom, and I'd say some small mid rounds from Velocity. They
खेला नहीं है ना
rely on
इनने
the
bind
right to play
bind
the
कहाँ
action.
खेला है
Velocity
इतने टाइम
have
से
Lightning Fast on the raise. They can really get that second duelist to do
इसलिए
that
उनका I
entry point
think
from
flow नहीं
short.
बन रहा है
That just gave them the chance to play onto the site. One on the board for Velocity, as we said. They're gonna look to rally from that point.
यहाँ से
I'm
देखूंगी मैं भी
Nats has the Bucky on hand here. Perhaps trying to play the counter.
पिट्टी होगी देखना किसी की तो पिट्टी होगी
He's holding on to the utility instead. Here we have the Molly now into play. Damara gonna go for it. Lightning Fast already in position, but White Cat and Berserk, they're the first stations that stop Velocity in their tracks. Here comes Shiro now. Gate crash on out. Doesn't want to stay with the operator into TP. And Boom has done the damage already.
Yeah, great denial of map control here against Velocity. They try to push through that teeny tiny exit path outside of Showers, and you're met with Decay, with Molly, and with White Cat's complete magazine round. There's really not much options unless they were able to deal with White Cat early on, but again, definitely not. So back to
एंटी लग रहा है ये थोड़ा
try, but Shiro's here with the operator.
Straight on through, sees the target, SK Rossi.
एक और मारा
On a slow peak.
सेव करो
Was found out here by Boom.
Save
And at this point, time has run out for Velocity. They're gonna seed the round, look to save some guns. Madeline might be in a little bit of danger here, but nah. Boom do rotate away from him to confirm the 6. And Asrai, that's one matchup coming into this one that looks so exciting, right? Two young guns looking to make their names known. White Cat versus Damara here.
Mama, Papa calling. Oh my God.
Been
खाना लेके आ
explosive
रही
so
हूँ,
far,
2
but
minutes.
unfortunately for Damara, he's the one shut down by the Boom defense.
Well, it is going to be quite tricky though too, right? Because again, as long as Berserk is able to survive up until Damara and Lightning Fast keep pushing into the site, they have to figure out a way to just bypass him in that fashion. And I don't know how they're going to try to do that.
Well, the flash could help here for Velocity into the overdrive, but White Cat stable on the ATV. See you later, buddy. Damara gonna go down early on. Steal a garden here for Velocity to try and keep the tempo going. Pressure is on. Orbital strike onto the backside as well, but Boom, they have the shower control. White Cat making Madeline work for it, and Berserk at that range with the shorty fade away. Lightning Fast goes down. And things going bad to worse here for Velocity. They have been stopped at the first station. Red lights straight in their face of the SK Rossi and Russ looking to salvage the round. They pick up the spike at the very least. Chance perhaps to go for the rotation. But with these positions from Boom, any sound cue, you know they'll look to find the push here and straight into the crosshairs. Berserk's just waiting patiently. Right now, time is on the side of Boom eSports. And here we go again, a third for Berserks as we see Boom get to 7.
Like I mentioned, there was a chance from Velocity here to go to that TP, but Shiro's gate crash was already positioned somewhere on the elbow there, so definitely not the easiest for them to try to pick up, but at least potentially a 1 versus 2. Still, I like the idea here from Velocity that they tried to match up the slow approach into A, maybe get a couple of picks here and there, which was what kind of happened with Russ getting 2 kills, but him losing his teammate that earlier on, SK Rossi definitely not helped out his overall plan there.
Yeah, Boom has just been ready for whatever Velocity throws at them. And Berserks now trying to get the shot to go again. White Cat this time, checked by Damara. He's learned his lesson, and he makes Boom pay that price. Well done by Velocity with the Sheriffs. They get onto the site, get some guns along the way, and here we go. They're gonna go for half the plan.
This is what works out. Them capitalizing on the delay of Boom. Pushing harder and harder into things. Still though, ooh.
He's just slithering in! And come on, points to slither at this point. It's magical from Berserks when he gets into position. And the Viper's not done! The Viper's not done! A 3rd kill for Berserks. Madeline looking to save the day, but Berserks is unbeatable! The 4K there as Boom get to 8.
Incredible from Boom as always. Like you mentioned, Berserks, bam, just feeding off of that one flash. And SK Rossi blinding him through the arc rows, him reacting and still getting the kill is just so overwhelming. Like, how do you beat someone like that? And Berserks, you know, he's just stretching, just making sure that all of his joints are well warmed up. But wow, 8-1 is definitely a problem here for Velocity.
Look, the Boom legacy wouldn't be a thing
Come back.
Berserks. He has just been one of their core players in such a long time, even before they got into Pacific, right? So it just goes to show the old reliable Shiro gets the leg hit onto Lightning Fast. Does get the back away after that initial intel here for Velocity.
So, at least they do have Madeline for that quick little heal. If there is any kind of like an early pick that Velocity could get, a follow-up with the Seekers is going to be huge right now for Velocity. But again, Boom is just forcing them back slower, more and more.
Oh, Damara. Chance here as he slasher.
Nice.
There and Damara punishing the overextension of Boom in that instance. Now it's a chance for Velocity to go for this B site. Shiro can't hit the mark as Lightning Fast is in position. And there you go. He's a force of nature and straight onto the site.
That's what they
need. This is what they need.
Fearing the C's. What is it only but like tether. So you keep pushing through, get the kill, and everyone feeds off of it.
It's like, I get the sun, I get the win, but here we go with Nats already in position. Boom eSports with the retake. And oh, Nats immediately with the double of his own. Showstopper primed and ready. Almost strike as well to fend off players from Hoka. Here comes Damara in position. Damara with the shutdown. Damara finally felled by White Cat. But Velocity have so many angles of opportunity. Here we go with Madeline, but White Cat still gets away with one more till Russ keeps the round in favor of Velocity. The captain keeps his cool. It's a second here for the attackers.
That was close. Shiro took his sweet time holding the middle of the site for as long as he possibly could, hoping that maybe he can hit a shot or two, or having that confidence that he could hit that shot or two. Didn't, and was just overwhelmed by Lightning Fast, and that is what Velocity want. Boom making these like overcommitments that turn into mistakes that turn into round wins for Velocity. Oh, SK Rossi.
I mean, that's the opportunity for Velocity, right? They struggle to make the executes happen because of Boom's anchors. When they get these picks, then you thin the herd. It's a lot easier, obviously. Velocity have done a good job.
Push नहीं करो यार, तुम मर गए थे.
Here comes the orbital strike though, and straight on through. Lightning Fast catching out Shiro. Velocity keeping the momentum in their favor. Berserk's not gonna get stunned. No one's checking until Damara keeps the train going. It's a great pace here from Velocity. The two duelists doing all they can to do some immense damage. And there you have it. The rally now from Velocity to confirm another round.
Yeah, now this is Velocity's ballpark. Right, setting the pace.
Push karo, khush raho.
Incredibly quick, fast to get into the site. And boom, none the wiser, don't even know what hit him.
It's just lovely to see the evolution of Velocity. I mean, we've seen it happen in the group stage here in this game. They've been checking these off angles a lot more coming into the executes. They've been punishing players like Berserks, like White Cat, especially after some of those elevated angle antics. And bit by bit, it's Velocity right now making a case for themselves as well. We've been talking about discomfort from the panel, and yet this is the Boom map pick. From what was a commanding lead from Boom, Velocity are taking parts of it away now.
So Velocity can keep that tempo, can keep that working. And we'll probably have a game in our hands. That's the one that they wanted. That's the speed at which they needed to attack. Damara as well, just following up on his co-duelist here with Lightning Fast. And you see that they're reaping the benefits. 10 kills for Damara, 7 for Lightning Fast. And they've pushed Boom's economy a little bit to the weaker side.
I mean, they are expecting the early aggression though from Boom. And as soon as the overdrive is heard across the map, it's the Viper Spit on the other side. Boom willing to invest utility just to stall and wait out the electric timer there.
8-4 guys.
So they use from Nats. Shiro. He's also making some noise, trying to fake out some of the rotations here, but Velocity, they're not biting, just waiting for smoke to dissipate.
Yeah, and again, this is where it gets tricky, right? 'Cause once that smoke dissipates, no more molly, no nothing. Gotta commit to the fight.
Well, it's all Nats and Nats! Straight on through! He punches 4! And they just didn't even see that one coming! Velocity knocked out of the round effectively. SK Rossi, the only one standing. But that was just utterly fearless from Boom. Apex Predators, the Wolfpack is on the hunt. And here we go, they howl as Nats gets the Predator ace. Boom eSports confirmed the half, 9-3 in their favor.
Christopher Nolan.
Truly the Predator, the killer of killers here as he just completely drains the life out of this potential A take. It's happened twice. Thrice now the Velocity kept that push going, and Nats got wind of it. He understood the pacing, the timing, and he took it.
भाई Nats ज़्यादा दाब दिखा रहा है, मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है।
चीज के एक थप्पड़, चीज के।
ये तो गेगर यूज़ करते हुए दाब दिखाते हैं।
एक चीज के एक थप्पड़ मार दो उसको जाके, सुधर जाएगा बच्चा।
तुम लोग पहले ही बोल दिए 93
Obvious था kinda.
Nah bro, jinxed it in a bad way.
Oh, I'm really sorry. जीतेगी VLT अभी 13-9.
Guys, did you have lunch?
ये टीम के अगेंस्ट अगर VLT जीत रही है ना, तो पूरा टूर्नामेंट जीत जाएगी VLT 100%.
सब अच्छी टीम देगा।
बाकी सब बच्चे हैं भाई, नूब्स टीम। यही एक टीम है।
मैं कह रही थी गाइस लंच कर लिया, क्या खाया लंच ने? वो डायरेक्टर है, डार्क नाइट बनाई है उसने, पता है?
Dark Knight Rises.
And we have returned 9-3.
मेरे lunch में.
Boom
You don't wanna know?
have that lead, but Velocity, they've done some pretty creative things to keep themselves afloat in that first half.
Yeah, and some highlights too, right? Nats with that ace using the judge.
Chicken.
Boom and bind. It's
Jeera rice
one story to watch out for, but now they're on the attacking side. Velocity maybe believing in curses here, superstition to help them on the defense, but in this case it's a long flank from many here from the side of Velocity.
Yeah, there will be at least someone to check this, but if they're not careful, they could just get brute force by Velocity here.
The Mars starts to fall, Russell makes the trade happen as Velocity
Nice that.
Play the
Come on.
unexpected angles here. NC Slash and Whitecat now ready, and now they're just raring to go. Boom! To double digits this fast. That was a quick pistol from them again.
Well, you know what?
कैसे हंस रहा है देखो.
It's just move thing.
Start.
Look at just again. I thought Velocity. This was a great flank for Velocity. They have the numbers. They got everything, and then Boom just reminds them that they are filled with players just raring to go for these gunfights.
Yeah, they're shooters, man, and you can see for Boom, they are in command of this game so far. Anti-eco right now, so looking to see what Shiro and Whitecat are up to with the entry. Velocity do have a good tell on the stack though. They're ready at least to challenge Boom eSports right now. Prowler comes on in. Shiro plays up close. Now overrun here by Damara. That's in that
Nice shot.
kill.
Nice shot, bro.
Ross making a sheriff count too.
Two more,
And
two
keep
more.
an eye out on Ross
Nice.
and Madeline. The two voices
No.
running Velocity. The voices of Reason now bringing
come on.
the
Go and
clutch
this.
when they need it the most. Stellar shots with the pistols. They make it a
Mar mat
4v2,
bas
and while
Rossi,
Berserk
stay
is
alive.
in this A site right now, the problem is Whitecat. He's the one with the spike here.
Rossi, no.
Contact coming
No.
up to a close into Lamps.
Player standing.
SK
Nice.
Rossi!
Nice round.
That
Nice.
footwork was just so
What a
damn
throw at them,
good. And well, at this point, yeah, Whitecat,
ये तो कैसे ही
what's the
throw
plan?
है.
Do you throw away the
नहीं
rifle?
वो ऐसे
Do
बस.
you look to play the hero
Vandal.
here? But a 1v4
Or-
crafted here by Velocity so
Forties.
far. It's already huge.
बस
there's
प्लांट ना
no-
करे वही है. प्लांट
I
कर
think,
दिया तो चांस
like,
होता है.
Bad decision to try to just go for the clutch here, because either way,
seconds
right,
left.
it's gonna be a bad economic
प्लांट करने नहीं देना
round
चाहिए.
coming
बस.
to the next for Boom here. So might as well just have Whitecat plant
Round
the
तो
spike,
करने देंगे.
play the post, get as many kills as you can, and just
That would
maybe
be
hope,
a
but yeah,
very
it's gonna be
big
quite difficult.
fault.
Yeah, Spike now
There's
is planted within the container. Whitecat just wants to play it close and safe. He has a single blast back to work, where the Trailblazer now coming on through. Intel provided. Whitecat expecting the push now from the CT side. Angel's there too. When's the swing gonna come on in? SK Ross with the black, and Ross again with that sheriff. Remember yesterday, Velocity struggling.
Nice round,
against
guys.
the
मैं
Eco.
ना मेरी
Now this
सब्जी
time,
कम
they're
हो
the
गई,
ones
लेके आती
looking to
हूँ
put the hurt in these kind of
पूरी लेके आ रही
rounds.
हूँ
And
थोड़ी सी.
thrifty
तूरी
from
की सब्जी.
Velocity.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
just-
भाई.
Again,
VIP.
meeting Boom where they push is a great strategy just to deny them. The flashes from Madeline have been pretty exceptional, honestly, in this bind map of ours. And, well, he's not gonna slow down now from the looks of it. SK Rossi holding that sight. That was pretty important too. Oh, now we're seeing the view party for Velocity there. I was about to say, SK Rossi had to hold that. If Berserks caught him, there was a chance where Whitecat could have just rotated to A, maybe gone to the teleporter, and they still had a nice little pillar to play around with that post plant.
Yeah, some big moments there from Velocity, and now they get that momentum in their favor. Boom though, coming in from Hookah. Lightning fast, that was a speed shot onto Nats, but Whitecat just brings the shorty to his face. So regardless of the guns, Boom, straight on through towards that B site. They're actually rethinking the plans. Now they reposition, they have NC Slasher onto the default, and here we have it, it's post plant. They take the elbow. The flood comes on through, so Boom is trying to chip away against Velocity. Damara taking the fight to them, but against three, that's just too many. Russ now goes for the molly. Big insult provided there by Damara. SK Rossi and Russ just stabilizing this defense here, but Berserks! The Xiaomi clutch as he goes mad with those shots. Boom eSports! We've talked about how reliable Berserks has been throughout the years, but this is just another moment made by him.
Again and again and again, he's proven himself in bind. He's so used to it already. Look at that, just a smooth transition of kills with the Guardian, no less. This is gonna be hella problematic for Velocity. They still have the they still have the money, sure, but rounds is just trickling Boom's way.
You wonder why Berserks is still in this team for such a long time. That's why. That's how good he is in those critical situations for Boom. And with Velocity, now feeling the hurt there. It still
क्या comeback हो रहा है क्या?
some good
Comeback?
damage by Velocity regardless.
सुनो एक चीज
नहीं
बताओ
हो रहा
guys,
है,
तुम
For
लोग
this
को
round. But the
एक सिंधी डिश
scoreline
दिखाऊं, सिंधी डिश
getting
क्या
wider
सिंधी
and
चीज
wider.
है?
You can feel the pressure on the defense now. Rossi alongside Russ trying to set up the trap here. Judge on the hand. Russ trying to replicate what Nats did against him in the last half. And SK Rossi in position, but it's straight for trade. Boom still having the spike in their hands, making it 3v3. It's really that push from Lightning Fast that could find some value here.
Yeah, he still has complete arsenal for himself, so he can just slide into the site.
Oh. God. Fancy Slasher clearing the corner. Things looking good here for Boom. And Velocity have the play separated on this front. The rear, it's being watched for the flanks. There's someone keeping an eye out. But with Lightning Fast doing some great chip damage, it should be confidence for Velocity to try and go for the fight. It forces Shiro to back into Labs. Madeline gonna be dropping on down here. But by the bench, NC Slasher into the corner.
Nice.
Madeline,
Nice.
perfect step to get that kill.
Enemy
2v2,
remaining.
Berserks again! And Shiro still, if he's alive, he's gonna be a threat. Map point here for
Guys,
Boom.
ये पता है क्या होता
Man,
है? इसको
lightning
बोलते
fast
हैं
looked like he
बोरिंडा.
just slipped on the box there and
सिंधी से
fell.
बनता है.
Still, look at just how quickly they're able to transition kill after kill. I like the potential flags from Velocity here, but it's all according to plan for Boom. They're just aware of the timings and everything. And now Velocity
Hack कर रहे हैं.
call their final timeout of this first game. One of the few times that, again, Velocity are pushed to the limit here in Ascension.
Yeah.
It's all courtesy of Boom.
भाई ये तो अपने इधर भी बनता है what?
गुड़ का?
That discomfort. It's
हाँ.
one thing we
But
were
इसको
talking about
बोलते
before
पता क्या है?
about
क्या
even
बोलते हो तुम
being
लोग?
sick of
बोरिंडा
game.
बोलते हो.
The fact that Boom got to ban
मेरे को नाम नहीं पता
Lotus
बट
and then
उसमें
pick
वो
this
है ना
map.
ये
They were
जो
so willing
जिसकी वो बनती है
to just
देखो
play this map that they haven't played in Ascension at
जो
all
white
for
white
good
color की है
reason.
उसमें.
Legacy players just so confident
लैया ना,
on it.
but
They're
हमारे यहाँ
just
different
so
लैया use
well
होती है.
acclimated with playing one another. And while there's some
वो
good
plain
ideas,
लैया
Velocity, we
होगी.
saw some entries a while ago in the first
और
half.
सब सेम ही है.
It's just lacking compared to their usual antics with their usual compositions. And this is where, yeah, you can see how the scoreline reflects that issue.
Such a problematic position to be in.
पीछे वाले को नींद आ गया.
Velocity here. And again, they haven't really breached through the
Boom ने
kills
तो एक
that
time
we
out
kinda
भी नहीं
used
लिया.
for them, right? SK Rossi at 9, Lightning Fast with 8.
जरूरत ही नहीं.
Not the same velocity. And kind of going back to what I was talking about a couple of yesterday, is Velocity just lesser with SK Rossi not being on his chamber? Oh, Nats is out of there.
Yeah, we'll see. Comfort's a big factor for the Velocity run and straight on through right. Orbital strike. But he can't confirm the kill on the brim. Instead, Shiro making some noise over at Shower allows the rest of Boom eSports to mobilize around the map. So they get the spike right now. They realize Velocity have rotated on the way. And just because of that initial Yoru presence, VLT in their stack, they're sticking around A. Now the rotation comes on in. The mind games are unreal, and Boom, are they gonna sell another fake? Let's go for that A site where the sky awaits, because Shiro and Berserks are in position to try and make some noise here.
I'm gonna try to make that open if possible. Oh! I mean,
yeah.
If Berserk is like that, then it's definitely a possibility.
When you're right, but Madeline also correct in his assumption not gonna get found. So Velocity, they haven't been tricked here at all. Thanks to Madeline. Keeps the site clear for the time being. The rotation though, and boom! How many times are we gonna do this cycle? Double, triple back. We're going back straight into A. Madeline still around in that position, so watch out for the sky. Can he play? Crucial here. Berserk's on the other hand doing some damage, but Madeline hasn't been found. Madeline gets rid of NC Slasher. The spike being planted. Finally, Boom, get it done. Russ clears Berserk's into a 2v1. But in this chaos, Boom looks to thrive. There's no passing Shiro now. It's a win here for Boom on Vine. 13-4 to take map number 1.
Have you ever seen a Viper be used as an entry fragger or a lurk Like, in that regard, it looks like he was playing a duelist at that point. Berserks really showing up in this bind map in more ways than one. And it elevated the team to heights that overwhelmed Velocity and then some. Man, that was just so much for Velocity.
क्या कह रहा है मेरे को एडिशन चाहिए?
Berserks' ability to defend, his ability to entry frag, defend, as I mentioned, is just so much to handle.
Yeah, just whenever that screams, it always gets me. And he had an incredible outing here, especially in that first and last round of the first
कितना हो रहा है देखो?
You said it, Berserk's just a complete
और
package at
इसके
this point. He's done everything he can for the team. Two incredible clutches, courtesy of such a legacy player on the Boom roster.
ये उनका map pick नहीं था. Next.
That last round was just so tough to follow for Velocity, especially like big props to Madeline. He was able to take down one of the spike bearers there. That could have been a timer.
Viraj, they win this, bro.
Yeah, Boom.
Just
Doing damage on both A and B at the same time.
पहला map,
Well.
not their
Don't
pick.
get any bonus points for that.
Next map कौन सा है?
Commanding win.
Road
here
decider.
for Boom is already a sentiment to watch out.
कितना
for.
second का
They
delay
made
लग रहा है?
Velocity uncomfortable
कुछ भी delay
with
नहीं
their first map pick. They took away Lotus in the draft. And right now, it's Velocity who has to rely on their own map pick of Sunset to rally back.
यार ये थोड़ा
Yeah,
upsetting
at
था.
least with this first game being done and dusted, you know that Boom have put
ये देखो
a tremendous amount of
इसकी
effort
दांत नहीं अच्छे लग रहे हैं मेरे.
figuring out what's the big counters here against Velocity, how to play against it. Sure, again, it's the players themselves
Let's
that
go
were able
Boom.
to execute, you know, well
But
into
VLT
this
played
first
like
game,
Silvers.
but
Maybe
understanding
Boom played
the
like
map strengths of
really
Velocity
well.
definitely helped them out.
Not them playing bad.
And Bind being such a
It was not
unknown factor
who
between the
played
two
like a silver,
for a
who
very
played
long
like
But
time.
a
is
I
also,
think,
like who
something
made
to
the
take note
most
of here.
mistakes.
Yeah.
Boom.
And
Exactly,
VLT
guys.
did the
Lead.
most
They're
mistakes.
raring to go, and they want to put themselves in a
And
position
it
to
cost
get
them
back into
the
Pacific.
map.
Right, 13-4, our final score for map number 1. Let's toss it over to the panel now.
Yep, 13-4. That scoreline definitely.
ऋषभ सबकी
screams
chat में
dominance.
जाके
Boom.
लिखते रहता है.
They didn't even break
Hi,
into
Orchard.
a sweat here.
Everything
You saw
good, how are
Shiro,
you?
he was so calm. He was not tilted at all. He was just like, okay, boys, yep, that's how we do it. And with performances all around, like
Yeah.
Whitecat and Nats really popping off, and as we've been talking about before this series, right? Really getting comfortable with what they have to do when
Second
they go
map
up
कौन सा है,
against,
Aniket?
other teams, and we go up against like a more
Second
pressured
map
series.
पीछे जाओ ना,
They're
पीछे
showing
जाओ.
how they're really honing
थोड़ी
themselves
सी
as
दारू
part
मेरे
of this squad and this roster. Oh my God, Morgan,
पीछे नहीं.
Boom.
They bring their best. They can beat anybody. I'm very confident in it.
इधर
So
दूसरे
I think they can really give us something song now.
कि मैं ज़्यादा ही आगे चली गई
Yeah,
क्या?
you talk about
Sorry,
learning
sorry.
from the mistakes from that match against Velocity, right? When we did, you know, chat.
You know,
अच्छा sunset है sunset.
it looks clear on top of the scoreboard in front of everybody else.
sunset,
A
sunset.
massive game from him in this like comfort role here. So I love this from Boom. And,
Nice,
you know, when you
Rishabh.
spoke
एक second
about
हाथ धो के आ
this,
रही.
Shiro being so calm and all of this, that seems to be their whole demeanor this entire time. They feel like they're the best. They don't even need to get excited when they win because it's supposed to happen. That's how they're feeling right now. And you know, something the casters spoke about, I just love the pick of Bind here. I think it's so good. It really is putting Velocity in a place where they're going to feel really uncomfortable. We saw how that played out. Berserk's going to be the map MVP because
अरे ये चुप करा रहा है.
Yeah, it
चुप
was
लाइन का है
ridiculous.
क्या?
It was funny how that like last round kind of summed it up, where you
ये
could
चुप
like
लाइन का है क्या
Berserk's
Aniket?
on a side. There's 3 over there, 3v1 it, and Berserk's was like, yeah, okay,
Aniket,
no
hello?
problem.
कौन
ये
That was
कौन?
literally
ये
how much
हाँ,
of
हो
a
सकता
presence
है.
he
ये
had
चुप
on
करा रहा
this
है.
map. And
चुप.
we keep talking about
एक
how Boom like did
Yeah,
not
वो
feel like
victim गया ना
their
सो
energy
के.
spiked
नया
at
इसको
all.
ले ले.
Because yes, we love it when the teams stand up and get riled up. It's a lot of fun.
इसको ले
But
लिया है
also,
शायद.
that can be very revealing as
ले
well.
लिया है,
It can
already इसलिए
overheat,
तो वो
it
कर रहा है
can get
अपना
into your head
branding.
also.
हाँ.
And Boom, they were just locked in. And I feel like that's even more dangerous for a squad like this.
Yeah, I mean, they're laser focused and disciplined. I mean, we've been talking about this team in Pacific all year, Mika, about how even on these games where they've lost over in Pacific, they look like a well-drilled team, and that's because they are. They play very good, very clean Valorant, and that's why they're not phased by this. They do take their map pick of Bind 1-0 up now in this series, one step closer to that Pacific slot.
Yep, they've got a taste of it already this entire year. They want it back. They want to get back on there. They still have one more map to play, so we'll get right to that right after this very quick break.
Quick break. You were 6K.
Amen. I'll find you.
One mid chamber.
थोड़ी सी नेक्स्ट मैच कितनी देर में होगा अभी है ना कितनी देर में 5
They're
मिनट
going
में
back from A. Get B, they're going back from A.
Broke one.
2 मिनट में इश क्लैन इश शीश
Planting da.
Can someone be elbow?
Can.
Spike down
One
B.
Ben.
One probably was the other.
Take hold.
Both died, I think. Right. One planting.
ओटी चल रहा है ओटी
Not on.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
He's 120, I think.
30 seconds left. Last player standing.
Nice da. Oh my god. Thank god.
Switching sides.
Can we just take B and commit A?
Wait up, sir.
शॉट तो बढ़िया
NTR कोई ना
शॉट कब जा रहे हैं जॉन भाई के 20 सेकंड
एंटी
प्यारा
13-12 कब हो गया
अभी जीते ना
ये कब शुरू हुआ मैच
What are we doing? Faking B. Fake B कर रहे हैं
अच्छा ये
Spotted A. He reveals, yeah. You need to hide. Close.
yes
I'm taking all पे और I need my all ऑफ हो सकती है पे चैम्बर पे
थोड़ी सी दारू मेरी
रिवील नहीं किया ये पे उन्होंने
38 seconds
You need to walk up here. Walk up. Odin है mid पे
30 seconds
अच्छा एक बार VLR में जाओ VLR दबाओ
VLR क्या होता है
VLR खोलो VLR.g
Crowder.
इसमें
ये
एक बार इसमें दबाओ राइट पे दबाओ राइट पे वेलोसिटी जो भी
अभी ये चल रहा है अपर ब्रैकेट सेमीफाइनल्स
Out city.
तो नहीं तो ये इधर से इधर जाएंगे ना नोंगशुम के अगेंस्ट खेलेंगे अगर जी जो यार फिर तुम अपर फाइनल
बूम जाएगी ना नीचे
I got Odin.
हाँ बूम अगर आ रहे हाँ
Last player standing.
उधर एक बार सर्च में जाओ सर्च पे VLR में ऊपर
मैं भी हूँ पता है VLR में
बेको दबाओ बेको
पता नहीं इसी नाम से
हाँ कैपिटल ऑल कैप्स
एक ये तो मैं हूँ
ये तो तुम
बट हम तो हार गए
$60 की अर्निंग दिखा रही है मेरा
क्या
10% कहाँ पे है इसमें
$60 ये हम जीत गए थे
क्रेजी
ये इतने सारे किल्स मैंने कब अच्छा ये टोटल मिक्स आता है क्या
3 मैप पे लाके सारे मैप
ओ या तो हार गए थे टीम सेलेस्टियल
कौन है यार होता है कभी भी
पिकी रूबी
टूके निकाले तुमने
तो इतने सारे इसने तो 4 निकाले जो लोग सब जरूरत है BME स्टार्ट हो गया क्या नहीं
कौन सा बेस्ट था तुम्हारा मैच?
पता नहीं। ये इसके बाद वाला, इसमें तो लड़ाई हो गई थी मेरे यहाँ।
आइसबॉक्स वाला मैच?
नहीं, वो वाले में
13-0 वाले में।
तेरी सी इनिशिएटर ही खेला है। देखो मैं हर जगह चाबी हिलती हुई इनिशिएटर ही खेल रही थी। चलो
But I
स्टार्ट हो।
think the comp change as we move towards sunset, the stylistic change that we know we're going to see from them will seem to give them a boost. That's what I'm really hoping for. We're coming into this map with no changes compositionally from either of these teams, but as you say, it's VLT on the back foot.
Hero
looking to bounce
or
back,
you?
and Boom have to be the ones able to put a stop to Russia's breach because it's
Casters
been
को
so
देखो यार, क्यों
Yeah,
क्यों देखें हम
comfort
Casters?
isn't a bad thing for Velocity, right?
Right.
Because if you, for these agents, they know what they have to do. Perhaps they'll be, you know, a little bit more synergized here because it's something that they've ran over and over again. So hopefully this means a better performance from them. But I don't think they should shy away from all of the fights that Boom have. Yes, they can be intimidating, especially since you have Berserks, for example, that's just so online today. But they cannot back
इसको भी
down,
पिंपल हो रहा
especially
है।
since this is their map that they have to win. We're gonna toss it to Asarai and Dax
ऐसे ही
to
हो
take us
रहेगा
into sunset.
Yeah, we disagree with you
ये कितना
there.
हो रहा है? देखो ये कितना हो रहा है।
Velocity Gaming.
स्लैशर है ना?
It's probably a sweater, you know. It's probably a hoodie. This composition gives them a warm hug. It's comfort. It's necessary coming into this next map because it's one of their reliable ones. Sunset from map number 2. Velocity's map pick. But Boom, man.
Guys,
the firepower has been
what are
incredible
your
in this series. And yeah,
क्या कहते हैं
Whitecat and
उसको?
Shiro looking to do it all over again here.
Prediction.
Yeah, and again,
क्या map score क्या होगा? रोशन बताओ।
I
Half
gotta
score.
put this into the mix. Berserks has been an incredible lurking force for Boom here. If he can translate that into Sunset, there's a lot of options that they can do even as they start on the defending side.
Yeah, and Morgan Mika mentioned it, 21 kills, especially for Berserks in that last game. Damara, though, this time around, runs straight into the tripwire. And Boom respect the utility
I
of
think it's going to be a
Velocity.
7-5
Morgan
half.
was mentioning Damara more accustomed to having all
Okay.
of that set up for
My
him
prediction.
on the entry.
11-1
Boom, on
का
the other
half
hand,
होने वाला है ये।
here at the flank, Shiro, Whitecat.
तुम बहुत ही बुरा कह रहे हो एक टीम को।
Valve Neons yet again coming to a head here. Whitecat trying to find a position. Berserk's actually finding out Russ. Berserk still around on the market. Same momentum from map number 1.
Nice,
Taken down by
nice.
Madeline, who gets a double for his own. But Nat's also in position. This pinch from Boom looking strong. And Nat's
Nice.
continuing where Boom has left off. First pistol goes to Boom here.
For a second, I forgot to defuse the spike, but yeah, it's so difficult for them to have held that, thinking that Velocity thinking that their opponents would be coming
Edgy
through
hai.
their own
Abhi
side
to
of the
stream kya?
spawn. Not really from the flank, and you can see how far they've pushed into Boba, maybe thinking about that one thing.
Nat
And because of it as well, they're just spread, or they were pushed way
Nice
too
is the
far,
nightmare for
not near
Valorant.
to spike enough,
Bro,
and
they
couldn't really
now we
deal
win, we
with
win, we
what
win.
was the backstab of
देखो ये
Boom
मार्कर
ultimately
जाएगा
on the
स्लाइड
pistol.
करके और एक मारेगा
Wondering
देखना।
the game plan here for Boom right now. Will it be about the
Post किया इन
rating
लोग ने वापस।
when Velocity will invest Russ's utility to get the Mara in? That's a question for the next few rounds here. Coming into the anti-eco. You know, some fun stats right now. Boom, perfect on the pistols so far. We have seen Velocity take a thrifty away though. And also apparently thanks to Prod, every single day we've gotten an ace. And well, we saw it in map number 1. Will we see it in map number 2? Berserk's here at the backside. Damara will go down, holding onto the Spectre.
Nice.
Here comes the
Arre,
push from
arre,
Velocity. Shiro,
arre,
though,
Mark.
making his mark happen. 3 kills off the arsenal. And that's Boom getting a second round.
भाई मेरे को लग रहा है कि ये दो चीजें आई थिंक इनको ध्यान देनी चाहिए। एक तो ये योरू का आउटलॉ,
a hodgepodge of maybe a shotgun. SMG will have to see, but again, this was just
7-5,
showing to us
7-5.
how strong Boom's capability is at those
दूसरा है
multi-kills. Shiro went straight
Ah,
into 3 players
that's
Velocity who had
I don't want to
stairs
say it.
and
I
somehow
don't want to give him that
got out of
attention,
one with 3
but I
kills.
should.
Yeah, we saw that in the first map when Velocity went for the force buy. Boom was able to hold them off. Same story so far. But VLT
Bro,
right
this
now
judge, don't go,
gets
please.
spotted by the recon dart. Here we go with the judge gaming again from Boom. They've loved these auto shotties in these tight-knit
Nice,
corners
nice, clear
on the
out.
map pool itself. Aftershock comes on through, but White Cat still holding position. Found the angle of opportunity. Nats also shows
Dono
on
blind ho gaye.
and just boom again, bringing velocity to the blender.
Oh my
Liquefied by the judge. White Cat confirming it's a flawless for Boom.
Man, playing around that aftershock though from Russ, completely goes unnoticed, I think, by the rest of Velocity here. Chef's kiss from Boom. Look at just, they thought that they cleared up that angle, and then from out of nowhere in a split
वो
second,
जाना
like you
2-0.
mentioned, they were put through
वो
the
नहीं तो फिर
grinder
lower bracket में
of
भी
the
जाएंगे,
judge.
उधर भी chance है, ऐसे मत करो.
And man, were they definitely
You learn from your Teddy.
just
mistakes.
executed pretty well there by White Cat.
Yeah, White Cat just found that small sliver to work with, and from that point on, Boom, we're just not dislodged at
Yeah.
all. VLT, they have the guns this time around. If they want to make a mark in half, it's time.
No, bro.
Hero though scoped in. Gets 2 shots to go onto lightning fast. Berserks as well. Get the gun
Nice,
within
nice.
the cyber cages. Nice pick by Damara to find White Cat at the very least. Still offered for VLT. They don't have that backside control. Berserks right now just navigating
Bro.
on through. Fake out sent also to the other side. Interesting
No
enough.
plans.
Yeah, no
Cypher
plans as
क्या
of yet.
hold
VLT,
कर रहा है?
They don't want to be caught lacking. They'll just pivot on away, but Shiro hits the
Nice
head
shit.
of the IGL. Damara in position. Here comes the push from Berserks right now. Madeline's SK Rossi doing their best to keep the fight going. But do they know? They don't know. They don't know. Nats.
Nice.
SK Rossi. Now he figures it out. And Velocity. A much needed round on the board.
Yeah. Too close for comfort there, though. Never know. Might have been able to jump up through the boxes and just gotten that nice little backstab. This is what Velocity needed in this round. Separating the front to the back of the site, not allowing Boom to get those punishes. And you saw there was
Nice,
a
nice.
moment there. I
Guys,
think
now
where
we win.
Berserk was waiting for maybe some of his traps to trigger, but Velocity was pretty keen on breaking or not tripping up.
तुम गए और जीते
Incredibly,
एक
I
round.
think important in that situation.
Yeah, and in the end, right,
निकाल
Boom was
लिया
the
है
one who was a bit more impatient, jumped the gun. And that's why Velocity held off that spike plant for so long. So well read there by VLT. Some balls in the thick of the action, helping out the squad. But yeah, Nats, he's pushing. They're gonna keep an eye out. These one-ways,
Dot use
they
करूँ
do
क्या मैं
scare off
भी यहाँ
Velocity to play the push there and straight into the stack that Boom have towards B.
क्रॉस छोटा करना क्रॉस से छोटा
Well,
करने का
there's
सोच
still a bunch
ये
of those
outlaw
tripwires
crazy है
and
भाई
Shiro
ये
getting
शीरो
closer
की
and closer for the peak.
Shiro still has the alpha on hand.
टीपी खत्म हो गया
More
उसका
of the
अल्ट कर
players
देगा ना
Velocity
ये
having full armor in this situation, so he still can't get that one-shot threshold. The flash comes on in, but Berserks with the cyber cage stacked on up. VLT, they're burning the Boom utility right now. Hunter's Fury comes up through from Madeline as well. Let's go here in round number 5. SK Rossi finding one. It's Velocity again, moving out the trade, but here on the backside, Boom is stable with Shiro and Berserks.
1v2
Come on, these names! How many times do you have to say it for Boom eSports? The spike now in the threshold, in the sightlines here of Berserks.
Nice.
Madeline will try to look for the rotation into Boba, but who sees
Nice,
who first?
bro.
That's now found out. 15 seconds left. Berserks get away from the contact points. Velocity, they're pressed for time. There's the fake. Berserk's now into cover. And Madeline, does he have it in him? It's not gonna happen.
Andy.
Berserk's again. Brilliance here. And it's a 4th round for
कितना गोरा है
Boom.
देखो
That's
Guru.
insane. He allowed
Guru,
himself to not break the recon dart just so that Madeline didn't really know if Berserks went for the wraparound. Look at that. He was like looking straight into B main thinking that, oh, he might have actually positioned himself just more passively. Berserks is
विघ्नेश हाय
just
यार क्रेजी वो वहीं पे रिवील करके
galaxy
प्लांट कर
brain. I
देता ना
haven't used
पहला
that term
स्टिक
in like forever, but I think it's pretty apt in that situation.
Yeah, man, he's a completely different universe with the way he's playing this game right now, and it has helped out Boom immensely. Velocity, again, he's getting corralled really by Boom right
इंडिया
now.
अफ्रीका छोड़ के सब
and
गोरे
therein lies the problem. VLT just don't feel comfy
इंडिया में भी लोग गोरे
getting
हैं
into the
भाई
site
who
itself.
plays
Yes, they get
beach
the
in pro
space,
play that too after
but when they
nerve
actually
rush things
plan,
he's
because
bro
Boom has that presence towards backside. They're happy to play
ब्रो
the
अभी
front
तक
ticket.
जीत रहे थे तो
It's been
ब्रीच की
a
गलती नहीं थी
strength
अभी
of
हार
Boom
रहे
so
हैं
far
तो
on this
ब्रीच
defense.
गलती हो गई ऐसा नहीं है यार.
Well, we'll continue to be.
What are your thoughts, Aniket?
Now that VLT is just
क्या?
trying to maneuver
This
themselves
breach वाले.
into mid.
इतने time से
using
breach
that
नहीं
smoke
खेल
as a
रहे थे.
bit
They
of
were
coverage,
winning,
but
no?
They only really have the pistols to try to work with.
Tomorrow
तो खेल रहे थे ना
after the
ये
trip
मैं
is broken.
खेल तो रहे
Let's
थे.
rip the
वही तो कह रही हूँ, तब
overdrive.
जीत
No
भी
one,
रहे थे,
no
अभी बस
one,
हार.
Home can't find any of the boom
टीम भी
targets.
तो अलग थी मैं तो
They've
वही
done a
तो
good
बोल रहा
job
हूँ
to
ये
took
टीम
themselves
तो
away
है
from Zamara now.
दो बार
Just
Ascension
powerless to
जीत
stop
गई.
Whitecat in that situation.
एक बार
Aftershock though, the VLT trying to make it comfortable, but they're the ones trapped in the web of boom. Madeline again fighting back
Nice.
with the sheriff.
Oh.
Stellar shooting from Madeline. Don't count him out
do
ever.
easy.
But in this situation,
आराम से निकल.
same scenario.
And
Time running out. Bodies to the floor and boom, go to 5.
That was close though. Madeline getting a bit of heat check, heat retention, rather, as he keeps hitting all the shots with the sheriff. But man, were his teammates left out to dry at the back of that A site. They tried to push, and I like the idea here from Boom, where the obvious
इतना बेकार
thing
कॉम्प
was
लिया है
just
तो
don't
हारेंगे ही
get
ना.
contact up until Damara loses
जीतेंगे.
his
7-5.
ult charge. Once that happens, he's just gonna be on the pistol. Same with the rest.
Yeah, just this is the concern. We brought this up yesterday actually against Songshim. Now the teams have understood how strong Velocity are on their comfort maps in their incredible composition. You know, Velocity themselves have been saying that they get to play the game
Viraj
to the
को
extra
थोड़ी
level
बोल.
thanks to them being just masters of what they get to play in the first place. Yeah, there's so much tape now. There's so much homework to be done that you can do coming into a Velocity game. There's so many VODs to watch here in Ascension Pacific itself. We're seeing more
अब
of
मैं
those
नहीं कर
actions
रही
from
हूँ. मेरे
Monster
दोनों
Hunter,
हाथ इधर है या
seeing
निकेत
the
का हुआ.
readability on those tendencies. And in that case, right,
मेरे तो
Boom
हाथ ही
knew
नहीं है.
where to tuck
बीच
themselves
काला
away
जादू कर दो यार.
after that
अरे
mid-pivot
काला
from
जादू के लिए तो
Velocity. So
कोई
the
और है
concerns right
डिस्कॉर्ड
now,
पे जो कर सकता
Can we
है.
see more from Velocity
कर
off this
चुका हूँ
timeout?
मैं.
Because you know
तो हार क्यों
that
रहे
a
हैं?
coach like Godspeed has made the system,
VLT के ऊपर
has
थोड़ी.
helped out this team immensely in their domestic run and more. Right
Very-
now, VLT, they need an answer and fast.
Well, you gotta come up with something, and that something might be just again
There,
brute forcing their way here through the A site.
Guys, you got this 7-5.
Bit of pings right now from Boom. I wonder
अरे,
if
अरे,
this is from
दोनों,
maybe a
दोनों.
paranoia something.
और
Oh, lightning fast. Read like a book there thanks to the
really नहीं
reconnaissance.
तोड़ते यार. ये lightning
Boom.
fast मैं हूँ. ऐसे unlucky मर रही हूँ मैं भी.
On the
मरती हूँ मैं
board,
भी.
it's been
कभी
one concern
reveal
too
पे,
in this
कभी
map, right?
smoke
Whitecat
में,
has been
walk
getting
में.
these first kills over and over again. If it's not him, it's players like Shiro, maybe even Berserk.
Smokes नहीं है बताओ. Early 5 seconds disadvantage of smokes.
Russ and Damara are looking to see if Boom
चार लोग बैठे हैं साइफर
would
के
push
साथ.
out in the angle. It's Whitecat holding close. They're gonna line up for him, and there you have it, falling like dominoes. He's already
Falling
gotten
like
4.
dominoes.
We talked about aces throughout the tournament. He wants one, doesn't get it thanks to SK Rossi, but there you have it. That's the one who got the ace in the first game. Well, he'll deny his own teammate, who's already been felled. Anyway, another win for Boom.
I was just about to point out as well that this could potentially be the 18th ace of the tournament. that statistic brought to you by our production. They said
ये वाला same replay दिखाते हैं बताओ.
He wanted it. He wanted the highlight.
7-6, sorry.
Sorry, but gotta finish the round
6-6.
now.
लोग हंस रहे हैं यार. कुछ करो.
काला जादू करो यार अनिकेत क्या है यार.
Like
Guys.
you can feel the momentum, the vibes, all of Boom's favor. They're just having fun at this point. That's really the cost of Velocity right now. And NC Slasher sending out the Owl drone. They get big intel. This is a heavy-handed approach from mid, and Shiro again stopping the Mara before he can even slide on in. No entry into Boba. It's Boom with a private reservation in this function. Shiro, he also wants to push. SK Rossi low HP right now, and yeah, Velocity, they're trying to find a way into the B sites. Straight on through. Shiro's there. What just happened to Russ and lightning fast? We're done with the round, and we get the flawless from Boom.
Man, you could immediately see how quickly Boom just develops the
Choke हो रहा है, choke.
as soon as they know that Velocity are slowly backing away. Look at how many angles of attack they had. Just numerous.
तुम हार गए हमारे.
Catching Velocity, who love to play as a back right, who love to play as a 5. And
क्या
Boom are
लिख
just
रहे हो?
maximizing their mobility around the map and
Nice
then
drawing with the
some.
VLT at this point.
Still
GG
Velocity,
Aj.
not
Bro,
out
we
of this
still
one.
have hope, yaar.
So rounds
7-1
to go,
is pretty doable.
movements available. We've seen VLT, of course, have that incredible performance in the group stage. Tried to replicate it in the playoffs. Madeline just searching for anyone to hit to no avail.
Here. Excuse me. Yeah, now they're gonna just try to go through elbow.
Nats, he was trained on it. Boom again, just ready from the get-go. The pre-aim at this point, the crosshair placement is just ridiculous. They immediately expect where velocity is gonna come from.
Top पे थी पता है?
Fast here, trying to keep the high-low setup. 2 is better than 1, and Berserks is better than them all. A double here, Whitecat comes on in, 8 to 1. Is that another flawless? From Boom?
HyperX, TRX,
I think it
Genji,
was.
GE.
ये same com, same
Took
place.
forever on that angle, and still somehow he lost the duel. What is this? Yeah, like Fast saw already where the other Omen was, and again just couldn't really push through it just because
Shiro तो था, Shiro
he knew that he was getting tracked. And the pressure keeps rolling. The punches don't stop, and Velocity burnt, using their final tactical timeout. Very similar to what we saw with Laos on the first series. This truly is a day of the rollouts, or the rolling rounds. Boom is the one that's benefiting, reaping the rewards.
Yeah, they're just running away with it at this point, and again, just this experience that Boom has here. They dropped the series in the group stage, but at this point in hindsight, it
भाई
was
अनिकेत
who has been
है ये
flawless so
असली वो
far
पता है
in the series.
अनिकेत क्या
here.
स्कोर प्रेडिक्ट किया था
It's
तुमने
crazy to think that this Boom roster,
अरे तुम
they want
क्रिस्टोफर
to get back
नोलन
into
को कौन
Pacific.
सिखाया
They
है?
are hungry to make
Why?
that accomplishment happen yet again and do it on their own terms this time. This score is representing their efforts in this matchup truly. 8 to 1 in command of the half, and yeah, as you said, Velocity burning their second time out here just to try and find any semblance of success. The Stingers are out, the Sheriffs are there too, but it's just so tough again for VLT. They've been caught in a loop as it's been 5 rounds in a row for Boom already.
How can you say that, bro? They can
Even worse now that they don't have any more money to play around with. Oh my goodness, Damara's down to 14.
No, that's the thing.
This is the end. 13-1
When have we seen
incoming.
Damara healthy coming into an entry, right? It's been always him at a critical HP junction. He's getting sprayed, getting hit. The blind side comes on in. Velocity. There isn't going to be confidence if your Neon is healthy to play the entry there. He's just going to die too early.
Well, come to a halt once more. And this is what you don't want as Velocity being herded by Boom, shepherded to where they want you to take the fight. Boom now setting up for that A site. Look at how like slow VLT is on the approach. It just goes to show that they're very cautious of a potential mid lurk once again, and this is burning a significant amount of time for them to work their way to the other site.
हमेशा ही होता है भाई.
And Boom has conditioned the
यार
opposition
योरू यहीं
to
पे
move
खड़ा है और
out
ये
that
मरेगा
back, but it's
सबसे
different
पहले.
this time. Just stations here for both the Omen and the Yoru. Shiro in position here with elbow held well, and that's one. He's not afraid to use those hands to get those kills. Paranoia response here. Boom still in position. Nearby safe. SK Rossi though.
Nice,
That's a big
nice.
kill. That's another one from SK Rossi. If Velocity want the fighting chance, this is their moment. Lightning fast with a double of their own. Berserks here in position. And VLT. They've been waiting for this opportunity. Guns to pick up. It's against Shiro though.
अल्ट करेगा ये शायद नहीं.
नहीं करेगा. एक किल के बाद कर सकता है.
Cyberkey's gone. Lightning fast. And SK Rossi just waiting for the contact to come their way. Tripwire's there. Berserks again though! Yeah, Berserks. He's breaking the hearts of Velocity at this point. The pings come out from the neural theft for the double up here. It's well played by Velocity. They've needed a round like this throughout this map, and they'll get it through the Thrifty.
Nice.
My goodness.
We got this, guys.
They had to fight tooth and nail, travel hell and high water just so that they can claim that Thrifty round. How did this even happen? Great separation onto the smoke. from Velocity. Boom came in one by one, trying to utilize their
8-4.
overdrive.
Why
as they
9-3?
try
Why
to
do you
march
say
through the
9-3?
site, but Velocity was having
Hyderabad
none of
mein ho
it,
raha hai.
and they
Jao.
finally take a round after such a long drought.
Lulu is the solution.
Break some momentum, yes, but the bank of Boom is still looking healthy. Velocity need another one in the books here to try and rally for potential 8-4. But in this case, Berserks again. He's read the book of SK Rossi. He's put some footnotes already on these pages, and there you have it. The other cipher's gone. Boom, still continuing that trend. NC Slasher gets to double the trade there after the fall of White Cats.
Curse will work.
4v2 immediately here, and we haven't even gotten through the 30-second timer.
Why though?
Well,
Nice,
they're gonna
nice,
try
nice.
to open things up even more, but again, with Lightning Fast holding mid, there's a potential rotation here for Velocity. But
Push it, push
two
it.
of them remaining, and look at how far Nats has gone through
Nats
enemy
Marvel.
lines, enemy territory.
Yeah, if left unchecked, this could just hurt the chances of Velocity even more. Critical contact so far. Nats has the timing! And there's no way Nats again scratching the backs of Velocity and taking them down one by one. 9-2 here for Boom.
I can't believe he's the one that caught the timing on that. They were looking in his direction for a solid 5-10 seconds before they even looked away. And then he just found Lightning Fast.
9-3 curse will work.
Tailcoat and just stalked them, got the kills, denied them even any access to that A site.
Yeah. It's just tough. It's just tough at this point for Velocity. You're looking for hope. You're looking for a convincing round with the buys. It's just not happening here for VLT. When Boom just decide to be even more proactive around the map. Here we go again. Mid-held Chiro seeing Damara straight on through. While Russ tries to send it with the Rolling Thunder. The Gate Rush, of course, in position. Hunter's Fury to play. And Berserks with the spam. White Cat 2. They made the kill box into markets. And it's just free real estate here for Boom at this point. They're buying up. They're getting everything that they would like. And a flawless statement at the end of the first half to make it 10-2.
Yeah, the attack there from Boom, from Velocity felt
From Boom.
very countered.
Excuse
he
me.
started pushing in through Market like you mentioned. Oh, that's how he got the kill on Lightning Fast. He saw the dredges of the Shrouded Step, and that would seal the deal. Seal the life.
Why are they even try picking?
Trouble continues, trouble ensues even
Kya
more.
kar rahe hai? Why
As the
VLT is playing so
9-3
bad?
is there. And again, we're just going to go 10-2 actually. And then we're just going to go on a halftime break.
Maybe comeback हो सकता है guys. यार hopes रखो यार, तुम लोग ऐसे disheartened कैसे हो सकते हो? Fabulous batted high. Fnatic comeback दिखा था? Maybe वैसा ही comeback होने वाला. You never know, bro. You never know. Comeback time, not their day. Exactly, sir. Exactly. तुमका दिन नहीं है. Aniket, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about this?
Mistakes are happening.
Rossi needs to activate. Bro, I think it's just unlucky, yaar. Sometimes ना there is that unlucky भी होते हैं.
गलतियां हो रही है और गलतियां सुधर नहीं हो रही है. खराब नहीं आ रहा है गलतियों में. That's the only mistake. नहीं वो रॉसी के सामने देखते देखते जा रहा था, कॉर्नर चेक नहीं कर रहा है.
हाँ यार, वो मेरे को भी थोड़ा फील हुआ.
कॉन्फिडेंस डाउन होता है ना, तब वो हो जाता है बैक ऑफ द माइंड.
हाँ, थोड़ा वो हो जाता है ना. क्या हो जाता है? वो हो जाता है. तब तुम वो हो जाते हो. क्या कहते हैं उसको, जो क्या कहते हैं गेम पर कि तुम कॉर्नर चेक भी करते हो.
Dominant showing in the first half here on Sunset. 10-2. There's not a lot of breathing space available for Velocity.
Let's focus on 10-2.
Same struggles for Velocity coming into the second map, and Shiro now
Shiro low.
Stone as ever. Willing to play that first contact. We pivot straight into B where Whitecat's the one leading the
Nice
charge.
shot. Nice.
Make that face, but Ross finds him. Velocity. They have
Crazy,
some
come on,
stations
two
here
more.
on the back of the site.
Push मत करो यार,
Comes
push
on
मत करो,
through.
easy है.
SK Rossi taking a big chunk of damage. VLT.
Nice.
Themselves with some
Nice.
pistols. Nancy Slasher just cleaving on through. But
No.
man, keep an eye out. Berserk's on the other side. Now
Cyber diff,
Berserk's
come on.
versus
Rossi.
SK Rossi. Camera scene.
diff over
Berserk's
there.
in position and Berserk's again. One more time. He just does not lose. The Zowie clutch here for Berserk's.
How does he keep breathing that?
It's madness, man. It's madness.
Yeah, it's just no how. Like, okay, I got tagged by the camera. I'm gonna look where exactly SK Rossi was gonna pop out. Yeah, the thumbs up.
ये क्यों कर रहा है वो?
Oh my goodness, this is
Lower bracket is
like,
the
this is
yeah, I
absolute
guess.
madness.
I guess
And
comeback हो सकता है.
even deeper to it we go. We send more and more. 2 more rounds for Boom here.
लड़की हूँ ना मैं.
Velocity. Is that
Always
close?
hoping for something.
From them.
Unlike men who give up.
They're gonna try to will it with the
Thank
stingers
Lord.
here. They've also picked up the M2 tiles.
Fat Lord.
That's a great kill by Velocity to overrun
लड़कियाँ
the
कितनी
Lord. Berserk
hypocrite
was the
होते हैं
biggest
ना?
चुप
threat.
रहो. चुप
Now
चुप
they take
चुप.
him down early. It's the Lord
Nice
Sheriff,
shot.
SK Rossi.
Nice.
Great shot with the Sheriff too. So no count out Velocity in this one. Paranoid
Nice.
in. SK Rossi with another. Just saw the direction of the utility.
Nice.
SK Rossi.
Ooh.
We saw how effective the
Comedy कर
headhunter
दिया
was
peach.
yesterday
Comedy
on
ये देखो
Lotus.
comeback
Now with the
guys.
Sheriff, it's the
Comeback.
same kind of
Nice.
hand
I want to
cannon.
see his POV though.
VLT, much needed is an understatement, man. They get it done, they get the round, and at least they're gonna break the back of Boom now.
Yeah. That was a Hail Mary for Velocity here, and they for sure needed it. That kill on the Berserk was already a collateral that, you know, Boom was prepared to get, but this one from SK Rossi.
He got the kill on
Let's
the match
see.
fully blinded. That's insane.
Yeah, I just realized that too.
I thought it
Still.
was just like, oh, paranoia tracking. He's like, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Veggie,
Looks like
are
there's
you in
really
chat?
Somewhat of a aggressive buy here for Boom.
ये वेजी को बोला क्या?
Double shot is
Chill dude, time pass करो यार.
in the hands of Whitecap. Boom right now, perhaps expecting some close holds here from VLT, and instead, it's
Nah,
VLT
nah, nah,
comes
nah,
down to the
nah.
backside, but this is exactly what Whitecat wants to do. Go for the overrun. Berserk's already catching out SK Rossi. And boom.
Eco up, please guys, you got this.
Oh, are they gonna charge out just to match where they're going? Looks like no.
Nice
for the
stun.
time. Oh,
Nice
stun.
catch though with the stun. That's
Nice,
brilliant here
nice,
from Ross,
nice.
and
Two
with it,
backside, one mid.
Velocity.
Easy.
D2 hand delivered in front of them. Now, with the numbers thinned out, this could be more confident from Velocity onto the site itself. Here comes NC Slasher.
Nice.
Can't mow down Damara at all. Shiro, that's a classic on hand. It's a free gun, but Whitecat's the one with the big one. The double dare with the Bulldog. Whitecat also trying to move, trying to groove, just can't find the angle here. Shiro still in position, and Shiro's found the upgrade. Into the smoke, he finds lightning fast there! And the Zowie clutch to bring the series points.
Wait. No.
You know, Rossi looks like that guy.
A significantly weaker buy. And then he just keep pushing in. This one. Alright, we saw the clutch. Perfect. What made that a more compelling positioning in that 2 versus 2 was that Whitecat synced up with was that Whitecat synced up with NC Slasher at the back of the B site rather than separating for a pinch. I think because of that, they were able to
अरे बोलो अब, अरे वो सुना नहीं क्या तुमने?
work even better.
क्या?
अरे sorry ये नहीं
ये
नहीं my god.
भाई ये क्या बोल रहे हो? What?
And
Oh
it
my
has just been
god.
unrelenting from boom
So
to start to
toxic.
finish. A final countdown here for Velocity perhaps. Neural Theft into play. Hunter's Fury, the response. NC Slasher looking to work off that intel. It staves off Velocity, who have to play a big game of keep away. And Shiro's not done. He's got his one more. He wants to get another one here. 3 for Shiro, and that's all she wrote. As Boom will get the flawless, will get the sweep, and will take Sunset 13-3. They're one series away from getting back into Pacific Asarai, and man, that date with SOT, that's gonna be a treat for Boom eSports.
What?
Not
a
focusing
wake-up
यार
call
working also ना.
For
अच्छा
Boom
हो.
here.
ये
Again,
वो कर रही थी soundboard चला रही.
dropped from stage 2 here
Come
back
back
into
finals
Ascension.
में देख लेंगे.
What
हाँ
was it,
finals
like
में.
a 3-month hiatus before we saw
कोई
them
नहीं
again,
guys.
and they are looking strong. White Cat, and that's proving
lower bracket
they
upper
are
bracket
a
दोनों
force
अलग
to be
होता है.
reckoned with. On the flip side, Velocity
तो lower bracket
taking
में
L
जीत
here
के
for
जाएंगे
this
upper bracket
series.
में ना.
A lot of things to talk about, especially now that we know
वैसे दो टीम
once
qualify हो
they
रही है.
removed the Lotus against them,
पता है?
where is their biggest bite?
हाँ.
But they're gonna have to prove that as they
से
get
lower
dropped
bracket से एक और upper
into the
bracket
lower
से एक,
bracket,
ऐसा?
but they're still here, they're still fighting for their slot.
क्या
to the
सर्च
fifth.
किया था मैंने? क्या कहते हैं VLR?
It's been an incredible
कोई
run for
finals
South
नहीं
Asia. They're
होगा.
still deep in the bracket,
तीन
and that
match
books
जीतना होगा
themselves
यार.
into a
अब इनको
rematch
पता है
with
कितने जीते
Nongshim
बढ़ेंगे.
Red Force, but
यहाँ
Boom,
पे वर्ल्ड टू.
this has been a
तीन
roller
match
coaster
जीतना
year,
पड़ेगा
right?
तो कौन
This
पे?
2025. You go back to stage 1 of
इधर
Pacific,
दो
the
जीते
highs.
तो
He goes
होना
to stage 2, the lows.
Bye.
And I
Bye.
can't wait to see where this wild ride goes, because it feels like we're going on to the highs yet again. It's a scream, it's a shout, and boom, they're just letting it all out at this point. Where do we even begin? Yeah, you know, Berserk.
Guys, it was.
Come on, the first time we saw Boom play in Ascension Pacific, it's been the sheer.
You learn in some and you win some. This was a map where I learned a lot. What do you say, Aniket?
Didn't learn anything.
I think they learned a lot. You want to play compy?
You wanna play compy with me
I can play one, then I'll have to go.
to the gym?
Yeah.
Good. Good to know.
You want, we can play
अभी
one.
4 बज रहे हैं वैसे.
हाँ पता है मेरे को 5 बजे तक जाना है. 5
आ
6
जाओ मैं तो हूँ.
एक तो खेल सकते हो कुछ भी हो. भी स्ट्रीम कर रही हूँ तो इसीलिए. Hi Abhik, what's up? How are you?
मैं ऑनलाइन ही हूँ.
जा रहे हो? अब मैं सोच रही हूँ कि थोड़ा सा कॉम्पी खेल लेती हूँ फिर जाती हूँ.
Matsuda.
All good. हम इससे होए.
Matsuda.
VLT हार गई ना.
Matsuda.
ये क्या है? क्या क्या है? गेम? या कोई बात नहीं, लोअर ब्रैकेट में जाके जीतेगी. निंजा, just wait and watch. नोंगशिम के साथ है.
Matsuda.
नोंगशिम. सच में हार गई. हाँ ना. मचुदा. Come back incoming. Come back in lower bracket. Invite करना है.
दिख नहीं रहे हो. कैसे करते इनवाइट?
तेरा रास्ता छोड़ो ना. दिवाली कैसी थी? दिवाली अच्छी थी. घर पे थी दिवाली. I was at home. It was nice. Radiant कौन दिख रहा है मेरे को इसमें? अभी न्यू ईयर सेलिब्रेट हो रहा है. न्यू ईयर अभी आज तो सारी होप खत्म हो गई, पीच क्या पिटाई है यार। अभी तो लोअर ब्रैकेट में भी स्कोप है ऐसे, तो अभी हारे थोड़ी ना, देयर इज स्टिल टाइम, है ना, देयर इज स्टिल होप। यू आर इन लोअर ब्रैकेट्स, यू कैन विन दैट, मे बी यू क्वालिफाई।
Match found.
What you taking, bro?
I don't know, we are taking 2 smokes. Yes, today we have good juice. New Year. गुच्चू का न्यू ईयर है क्या? ओ हैप्पी न्यू ईयर। बट आई सॉ लेवल्स टुडे, लोग बोल रहे हैं एसएलटी बूम इस भी से भी बेटर है, तो एसएलटी जीतेगी ना, एसएलटी और बूम दोनों अपर ब्रैकेट में है, तो वीएलटी का उनका साथ है ही नहीं मैच।
वो दोनों में जो हारेंगे वो लोअर में आएगा ना।
उप्स, ये तो मैंने सोचा ही नहीं।
सैड हो गया ये, सैड हो गया ये तो।
All VLT was doing was smelling something, but still weren't able to perform at all. Excuse me. Smelling? क्या smell करते थे? Smelling? What does that mean?
The radiant healer is with them.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
दही बड़े नहीं खाएगी नहीं, अभी तक तो नहीं खाया है। मम्मी ने बनाए थे दिवाली पे, वो खाए थे, बाहर वाले नहीं।
This goes here.
Ni hao.
Ni hao mà.
क्या लगाया ये, अनरेटेड लगाया क्या?
नहीं यार, कौन
क्या चल रहा है सब टीम में?
बांग बांग
बंग बोसड़ा।
Really? Bro, what's that? Oh.
Bro, come with me, yaar.
Why we come with you?
Because you need to have control of you all.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Hello?
My bad, bro.
Dead.
One you all, one you all. I guess AFK क्या?
तेरा रास्ता छोड़ना। देखना उधर बेब, अच्छा उधर पुश कर दिया।
One enemy remaining.
बस डरते हैं।
मेरे से डर गए।
Find them again. Kill them again.
ओ नाइस फूड है ना, बाहर वाले क्यों खाने हैं? बाहर वाले अच्छे होते हैं यार, उसमें आर रोड का आटा डलता है। गो
वो
प्यू प्यू। अरे अरे, ये तुमने साउंडबोर्ड डाला है ना? अच्छा मेरे पास तो नाइट्रो है।
साउंडबोर्ड थोड़ी था वो।
वापस करो।
Harry Markichev. Bose DK.
हाँ, प्रोटीन मार खाओ, वो भी छोड़ दिया मैंने ना, मैक्स प्रोटीन नहीं खा।
चल हट बेचारा
भाई वो वाली चलाओ, वो वाला
बेचारा
वो वाला चलाओ, प्लांट डिफ्यूजिंग का चलाओ।
Match found.
ये कहा क्या कर रहा है पता नहीं यार। तो एक बार ये चला है मैच में। एक बार बताया।
Fire in the hole. No peeking.
Aishri, what's up, boy?
Idiots.
रैंडम जाना है क्या तुम लोग को?
ना ब्रो,
बेचारा
खेलते ना खेलते।
नहीं भाई, तेरे को क्लोब जाना है, यू गो क्लोब इफ यू वांट टू।
लास्ट ईयर हमने भी
एक घटिया वाला
तेरा रास्ता
is hidden from me. Nothing. चल हट
सेज की बोलो ना, सेज की
नहीं है।
ओहो चीप, सस्ते हैक्स मतलब है, सस्ते वो मतलब है। प्यू किसका है भाई? प्यू है किसका?
किसी का नहीं है तो ऐसे
कुछ तो डीसी
शायद मैसेज आया तुम्हारे उसमें।
अच्छा तुमने वो बताया। प्यू बंद करो यार, कुछ अच्छा लगाओ। शायरी कच्चा छोड़ दो भाई, उसको घर जाना होगा। मिस्ता अच्छा, तुम्हें पता नहीं कितनी खूबसूरत हो तुम, तुम्हें पता नहीं कितनी खूबसूरत हो तुम। लोग कहते हैं चांद के टुकड़े हो तुम, लेकिन मैं कहता हूँ तुम चांद का टुकड़ा हो तुम। लोग कहते हैं चांद का टुकड़ा हो तुम, मैं कहता हूँ सेम ही बात हुई ना। What does that mean?
Nice try, Didi.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Okay.
I need.
Amen smoker.
चांद टुकड़ा है तुम्हारा। अरे ये एरर वेरर नहीं करना चाहिए शायरी में।
एरर क्या एरर?
इसने एरर कर